And we're recording too. Wait, where did... Come on. Okay, this is on my top screen now. Alright, we're back. We're Gucci.
Hey.
I'm gonna pop out the chat. Why isn't it showing up on the site that we're streaming? Let me refresh.
Not streaming.
Should be. It says that I'm streaming here.
Oh,
there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Yay!
And now I'm just gonna go to all those places I advertised and say,
We're back.
yeah, technical
Hi.
issues solved. We're back.
There are 5 people here.
Well, hey, welcome. That is great. Welcome,
I'm one of
everyone.
those 5 people, so it's 4
Oh.
people.
I'm also one of those 5 people.
It's only 3 people.
I'm also.
Okay,
One person is here.
that's cool. That's okay. That's okay.
We are the 5 people.
So do you want me to, but, no! No! My Discord
Hello.
restarted. My Discord restarted. That was awful.
That was the most perfect timing. Like, did you want me to? What the dink? It's fucking gone.
Okay, and now let me share my screen for those of you who don't have the page open. Do you want me to send you the page link?
I got the page.
I have
got
the
it
page
open. Yeah.
Okay, so if you want, you don't have to stream.
Alright, and there's
Leave it in
the...
Discord.
Yep. Ah! So here we are, gamers, on the 21st putt
That's a
of the
lot.
Appalachian Mountain Range.
Oh fuck, guys. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
And I'll just put the link on Twitter one more time. I'll
Oh, this
say,
is gonna get crazy.
okay, for real, streaming epilogues, twitch.tv/combo mission. Swoop.
Every time we like open a page, I always like scroll through it just to see which colors are available. Like I look at the names, like who talks, and holy shit,
There's a lot of people
there are
here.
too many people.
We'll
Too
just
many
sort it out as
cooks.
we go.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
I have to scroll up and look for a file that I have sent here and look at it. It fits this specific chapter.
So let's just jump into it.
Let's just jump right into it.
It's raining again, coming down in a frigid torrent. John is a pallbearer this time around. Teen Jade is so light. He and Jake alone carry the coffin with ease. Oh, I went in there with a very whimsical tone, and I forgot they were having a funeral.
Isn't she like? Isn't it like she's not even like actually like really dead though? She's like half dead or something.
It's
She not only it's that she's dead, and also her very existence is being torn apart from her.
Dude, that's like, you know what this is like? It's like that scene in fucking in Lord of the Rings where that king is like trying to burn his son. Like he thinks his son is dead, and so he's like, "Oh yeah, we should have a
fuck, yeah,
funeral."
that's right.
And they go to make a pyre. Meanwhile, what is his name? Fucking Pippin, I think. Yeah, Pippin's like, he's not dead. What are you doing?
Who is Pippin?
Stop.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about Lord of the Rings. How this is like Lord of the
Oh.
Rings.
Sorry, I've never heard of Lord of the Rings. I haven't watched that
It's never
documentary
mind.
yet.
I can bring up a better example.
I haven't watched that
Go ahead.
documentary yet.
Like fucking remember Final Fantasy VII, the theory about how Meryl isn't actually dead.
No, I haven't played Final Fantasy VII either, but not because I
Yes,
don't
you
want to. I played it for 7 minutes, and then I just got really sick and tired of it. I hate Final Fantasy VII.
To be fair, Like, I know people praise, like, the graphics, but honestly, it looks like shit.
People praise the graphics when it came out, maybe. And, like, it's
Alright.
charming, sure. Okay.
Everyone's got like these really thick arms.
It looks like they're all made out of a bunch of weights that, like, soccer moms use to exercise.
Okay,
They
we
look
should...
like action figures for a toy line that's been extinct since 2005.
Okay, we should probably read.
Yeah.
Together they trudge through the ankle-deep puddles while their friends line up on either side of the stone steps that lead into the cathedral. It's just them this time. Earthsea's very own dysfunctional collection of old gods. John can't say he misses the clangor of a shameless press hounding them from the edges of what is supposed to be a somber ceremony, but the smallness of the congregation under the tall Gothic ceiling makes Roxy's attitude at the pulpit all the more absurd. She leads John and Jake into the building and down the center of the nave, humming happily to herself the entire time. And equally effusive. Jesus Christ, why you gotta use such big words? I don't fucking... I have like
It's
7...
not even that big. You just can't word.
Yeah, it's
I have
not that big.
Effusive. I guess it's fine.
You
enough
got
to
it right
guess.
when you tried it the first time, too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Abusive? Why do they gotta use such big words? I thought you were talking about Calio for a second. I was like, you know this one.
No, look next to
damn
the
it.
other word next to it, equally. That's pretty big. I don't know.
You're right. There's a capital C in there, which is technically a bigger letter than the regular C.
Which makes it a big word.
Yes, exactly. Anyway,
Uppercase.
Continuing on.
Calliope trails behind her, carrying a bouquet of purple flowers. Despite Roxy's insistence that this sad event could only bring them all closer, the group is sitting in chilly segments on either side of aisle, pointedly not interacting. Karkat is sitting all on his own, about 6 pews behind Jade and Dave. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm getting a call from my grandma. Okay.
We keep getting stopped. This is the universe
fine,
doesn't
it's
want us
fine.
to read.
I am, yeah. I really do. No, I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in a call. No, call with friends.
I have
In a
those,
call.
Grandma.
I love you so much, Grandma. No, it's fine. It's fine.
What's that, like the third
Oh my
time?
goodness, good night. I love
Stopped
you.
us?
Yeah, I love you.
Good night, Grandma. I love you.
That's the third time the universe was like, oh, you want to read more candy?
I muted the
No.
first. It's like the epilogues really don't want me to read them.
They do.
Every time I find all your grandma's calling you, but your grandma's calling you to stop reading Homestuck.
That would have been so good.
Also, I had
Are
to-
you reading Homestuck? Yeah. Stop that shit.
No, Grandma, I'm not reading Homestuck. Definitely
Grandma, I
not
can
doing
see
that,
you stream,
Grandma.
you little
Thanks.
shit.
No, I love you, Grandma. Bye.
I'm logged into Twitch.tv on my refrigerator. I know what you're doing.
My Samsung refrigerator's telling me you're streaming.
Okay.
I had an epiphany though.
Oh
When
my
we were
gosh.
talking about big words, this means Karkat only speaks in big words.
Why does this keep
Oh my
happening?
Big
Okay.
man.
Okay,
go,
I know we keep
go.
getting interrupted. I'm gonna fucking change my shirt because this one's too hot. Actually, I'm in my house alone. I don't have to change shirt. I can just take this one
My
off.
grandma got me really sweaty. I can't talk to
No,
her.
it's just, it's a very heavy shirt, okay?
Oh, a heavy shirt, huh?
It
It's a
is.
big word, but it's a big.
I'm so, please, stop it.
big.
I'm being bullied.
No, the universe is bullying you. We're just helping.
Really? You're part of the universe, jackass.
I said we're helping, didn't I?
Okay. Okay, let's get back to fucking reading. Holy shit. Okay. Okay.
Ouch.
Calliope trails behind her carrying a bouquet of purple flowers. I'm gonna kick your ass if you keep laughing.
I'm holding it in, or at least I'm trying. That one.
Okay,
over
okay,
there.
I'm good. I promise.
Okay, Carter.
I have been fine. This whole time. Okay, listen.
Okay. Despite Roxy's insistence that this sad event could only bring them all closer together, the group is sitting in chilly segments on either side of aisle, pointedly not interacting. Karkat is sitting all on his own about 6 pews behind Jade and Dave. Gamzee is hanging out by the door, having been banished there by Jane like a wet dog. No one in the cathedral can blame her, because he certainly smells like one. Roxy, bathed in pink and gold light from the stained glass behind her, spreads her arms and begins to speechify. She practically has to shout to be heard over the roar of the rainstorm outside. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. We are gathered here to honor the memory of Alternate Universe Jade. Alas, we hardly knew her, by which I mean we didn't know her at all. Because she fell out of the sky like a week ago and was already dead. But I think that based on our long acquaintanceship with Alive Jade, we can safely assume that she was totally rad. So we're all here to contemplate the vast cruelness of the universe, that such radness was plucked in its prime. Psst, Callie the Roses. These are just characters that I like doing, so fuck you. Oh, of course! Oh, of
Wait a
course!
Oh no,
Huh?
I went further down the page. Oh no.
As I told you.
Don't say
Too
that.
many.
Don't say that.
Too many cooks. Too many
All I'm gonna
cooks.
say is, remember when we thought that Solix wasn't here?
Calliope begins
I have a
plucking the
song.
petals off her bouquet and tossing them in a fluttering,
Calliope.
uneven arc over Roxy's impressively coiffed hair. John facepalms audibly in the crowd. He'd spent the entire morning giving one more go at taking Roxy out of the entire affair. Talking Roxy out of the entire affair. But she was stubbornly dedicated to her artistic vision. You gave it the old college try, chap, Jake said to him earlier as he waxed his mustache in the mirror. But it's better for a man to just let his wife do whatever she wants. I promise you... Typo.
Yeah.
I promise you'll experience less pain that way, old boy. Unless that's supposed to be mimicking Jake's speech style, which, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but fuck you. Purple roses traditionally represent love at first sight. However, these roses are actually red roses that we prepared using a blue dye. The blue rose is the most elusive and mysterious of all flowers. The combination of red and blue in this context is meant to evoke the dual nature of death, and that there is nothing more mysterious and impossible to comprehend than the vast void of the afterlife, but also there is nothing that makes us appreciate the life and love that we already have than the mystery of death. While death is terrifying, there is always joy to be found among the sorrow. Each time we witness death, we fall in love with the important people in our lives all over again.
That's really fucking dumb.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's pretty
And
dumb.
again, it
Callie-
doesn't seem like anybody's really like attached to this version of Jade. So I mean, like, I guess
Everybody's
they're all like
kinda-
kind of disassociated.
Everybody's kind of phoning it in, you know?
If I
Yeah,
was,
they're
if,
all
listen, if I was chilling out with my friends and a dead me came out of the sky, what am
I
I
w-
supposed to say?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too thrilled about that either.
I mean, I'd just straight have a panic attack and probably die myself.
I'd just be like, oh cool, so that's how I'm gonna die. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's a younger me. That's how I died. Wait a minute, I'm me. What?
I would just be like, wait, fuck, I could have been you? Damn it.
I'd probably be a lot dumber about it. I'd be like, huh, that person looks like me. Oh well.
I would just be like, so that's where my prayers went.
Why I die? Why I die?
Why am I dying?
Why die?
Calliope
Why
is
am I
gazing
dying?
at Roxy with glassy eyes. She sniffs as she plucks the last petal from her rose. A breeze washes through the cathedral from the crack in the door at the end of the room, brushing the petal off course and causing it to get stuck in Roxy's oversprayed hair. Calliope reaches out with a visibly shaking hand to remove the plant offal, but she does not draw back. Instead, she lets her hand graze down the side of Roxy's face and cup her cheek. Roxy puts her own hand over Callie's and holds it. No! No, this is so sad. John tilts his head and squints at the image in front of him.
I don't like this.
Whoa, Callie, that's a beautiful metaphor.
Oh no, he's being a three-way.
Oh, thank you, Roxy.
Not another one.
Don't
Oh,
sound
there's
so
gonna be
humble.
so many.
It's VV deep.
Oh, hold on.
I just can't take credit for external inspiration. Oh, well, come on, Callie, you're the literal muse. Yes, but this very tender scene is interrupted by the sound of the cathedral door slamming open. Everyone whips their heads around to see, of all people, Aradia hovering in the foyer. Her wings radiate a soft, ephemeral glow that paints the walls around her pink and red. Solix! Hey, Hadron. Hey, Hadron.
I have it.
Remember that time that you said that Solix wasn't in here?
Yeah.
Fucking
Well-
the music you put in there.
That's why I lied.
At last, ketchup and mustard arrive. Oh, you know what? I actually like that name. That's a pretty sick name. Solix is with her, feeling his way into the church along the grain of the door. He's soaked head to toe. Oh yeah, he's blind. I forgot about that. Okay, who's Aradia?
Does that make Doc Scratch
I can do
mayonnaise?
it. I think.
Doc Scratch is relish. Oh wait, no.
Relish?
Well, yeah, because
Ranch.
I don't know. He
Ranch.
looks more like a mayo to me.
Cool ranch.
I meant because of his like undershirt,
That's fair.
Okay.
and he also turns into Lord English.
No,
So
wait,
I guess
wait,
it's
got it. Wait,
relish.
Lord English, Lord
No,
English
wait,
is
wait.
the whole salad.
No,
Oh.
wait. Sour cream and green onion. There we go.
Okay. Is Arqueus like those weird little cherry things? The cherry tomatoes or whatever the fuck?
It is a tomato, yeah.
Okay. Who's Aradia?
Ooh.
My
Oh.
internet cut out for a second. Holy shit.
Yeah.
No, my. no,
That's when it was all across.
Yeah.
Shit. Hang on. I'm gonna switch my internets anyway just so I can get a connection.
Okay.
But Otto said she would do Aradia.
Okay, cool. So we're waiting on Otto for a second. Yeah, this stream has just gone off without a single hitch.
Oh, let me. Holy shit.
Who's Solix, though?
I think it's fun to do the lisp, but if anyone else wants to take him,
I do
uh,
not.
There we
do
go.
not.
Okay.
The song that plays when Solix has a line. Hang on.
So turn up.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Yes! Yes!
Hell yeah! What the fuck?
Yes! I get it, because Solix is the king.
Yeah, he has like a line. A couple, but that's it. He's in, he's out, he doesn't get hurt.
He also
Yes.
doesn't have a lisp anymore, by the way.
That's
Wait, he doesn't?
No, he
weird.
got his teeth knocked out.
Oh, okay, anybody can
Right.
take Solix then. I don't care.
He's not cool anymore. He doesn't have a lisp.
That's what makes him fun to voice act.
This is true. Like
Okay.
literally, I cosplayed as Solix for Halloween once, and I ran around using a lisp.
Like, the only way I could voice act him is if I said it with a lisp first and then, like, just said it normally. Like, I can only get his voice through lisping.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody fucking do the voices.
Hadron, you do it.
At this rate, we're gonna be done at like 2 a.m.
Okay, just, it's all explores a little bit. Alright, I'll do it. But no swearing.
Okay.
That's the law.
Okay, sure. You know what? What if we did, like, every time you
Aradia.
Oh,
Alright, what?
I was saying that what if every time you had to read a line and there was a curse, if I just cursed for you?
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
That works.
Sweet.
This is a good compromise. Alright.
I love it.
Randy, let's go.
Okay.
I'm tired of waiting. We're gonna be done at like fucking...
Corpse party? I hope not.
Yes, that would be such a tragedy.
Oh, shush you. The tragedy is what I don't want to miss.
Hardcat jumps to his feet, eyes so wide they're practically popping out of his head.
Aradia? Holy shit! Solix?
Hey, loser. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time? Is that all you have to say to me? It's been more than a fucking human decade. I thought you guys were dead.
No, I wasn't dead.
No, I mean like gone forever. I thought that you two literally didn't exist anymore. Or at the very least, were trapped in a dead universe perpetually collapsing into its own asshole.
Oh. Nope.
Fine. Waltz in here with no explanation whatsoever sounds about fucking right. It's not like your sudden and unexplained presence is any less of a joke than this funeral we're having. I mean, why stop at Solix and Aradia? Maybe fucking Nepeta is about to pounce from behind that grotesque statue of
Nepeta quest. Nepeta quest.
Nepeta, are you there? Come on out. The corpse party wouldn't be the same without you. Meow.
Shush, everyone.
You know,
there will be
you know,
a
yeah.
reception with cake and candy after the service. You can all have your poignant reunions then. Before we unite in tearful togetherness, we gotta unite in tearful loss.
What?
Wait, there's more? I thought that nice speech Callie made was like pretty much the funeral. Oh no. Callie and I were just getting started.
Oh my god.
Anyway, where was I? How the infinite mystery of death makes us appreciate the love we have. Right. Roxy starts giving the second act of her eulogy. Aradia glides to the floor and sets her feet on the stone tiling, elfin and weightless. She slides up to Gamzee and jostles him in the ribs.
So I see you managed to get out of the fridge.
Oh, am I doing this one?
If you want, yeah. Or, yeah.
I didn't just get out of the fridge. I was set free, sister.
I see.
When the door of that fridge popped open, it was like I'd be all seeing the light and shit.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when someone opens a door to a totally dark enclosure.
Fuck!
I can't believe you're still this stupid. Oh, wait. I can.
No, brother. It's a motherfucking metaphor. A metaphor for the miracle of redemption.
Redemption?
Yeah, check it the fuck out. I did my motherfucking redemption arc.
Is that so?
I be doing all kinds of good deeds at the lost motherfuckers. Preaching the holy word, making out with orphans.
Oh.
Isn't it kissing orphans?
Let him talk, Solix.
I even got a healthy, mutually fulfilling kismesis going on with that foxy human broad up front.
Aradia turns to look in the direction of his lecherous ogle. She observes the bored-looking woman who she recognizes to be Jane. Aradia looks her up and down and arches an eyebrow in approval.
Like, yeah!
It's so nice that you believe all that.
You know what?
Okay, Aradia's making this amazing. I think I can honestly say I'm reasonably happy for you.
OMG, quiet in the back already. We're trying to have a beautiful and solemn proceeding up here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do agree that it's a beautiful corpse party, but I think it would be even more beautiful if we could, actually see the corpse.
Oh my god, Aradia, why are you still like this?
Roxy smacks herself in the forehead like this is the most obvious thing in the world. Of course, how could she forget the fucking corpse? Oh, well, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Hey, Jake, a little help? I'm...
For nothing.
I'm like hella pregnant here and shouldn't be doing any heavy lifting. Hi, my name's Garfield. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Now, where's my pipe?
Say that again?
Now, where's my pipe?
Okay. Jake leaps from his seat, very enthusiastic to be freed from the ice-cold grip of Jane's perfectly manicured hand. He jumps onto the stage and begins unlatching the coffin while Calliope throws more rose petals for some reason. Living Jade slips in her seat a bit, beginning to look green.
Yo, babe, it's okay.
Easy for you to say. You've got practice with this kind of thing.
Just remember, it's not actually your corpse. I mean, technically it is. It both is and isn't your corpse at the same time. Which, yeah, the longer you think about it like that, the more fucked up it gets. But also, when you objectively think about it, the combined multiverse is a huge tangle of interrelated but totally random events, and its only chance the specific life is the one you ended up living. And you and that corpse would have just as easily switched places, but also that would never actually happen because it's not how paradox space works. Anyway, my point is that nothing really matters, so chill out.
I love you with all my heart, Dave, but you're really not helping right now.
Oh, nothing matters. Good.
With a grunt, Jake pries at the coffin. The lid creaks open and hits the side of the pulpit with a loud crack. The noise reverberates through the entire cathedral, shaking dust off of the unused pews and rattling the iron in the stained glass windows. Outside, a clap of thunder follows. Aradia vaults into the air and flits over the pews to get a better look at the body. Teen Jade remains in the bloody space outfit she crashed to Earth in, since nobody was willing to dislodge the huge, otherworldly shard from her chest in order to change her. But Roxy has done the corpse and makeup beautifully and fashioned her a lovely flower crown. If not for all the blood caked down her front, her conspicuous impalement, she'd look like she was merely sleeping.
Now this is more like it. I can't look.
Oh my god, it's a fucking rainbow down here.
I told you! I fucking told you! Don't worry about those rainbows, yo.
Dave slings an arm around her shoulders. She starts to snuggle in, but Dave is absolutely not initiating physical contact here for the purpose of getting his cuddle on. Instead of cradling Jade in his arms, he uses his hands to cover her eyes.
What are you doing?
Emotional support, yo.
Who wants to do Rose?
Dave. What? I'd like to see you do better.
That was really good, actually.
I'm sorry, but I'm not the one whose questionable
Hey,
constellation tactics are on trial here.
Me too, actually. Me too.
Completely didn't see it.
Me too, actually. This isn't
I'm
a
sorry,
trial, it's
but
a
I'm
funeral.
not.
Fuck, you said your line, so whatever. We said the lines.
Okay.
Haha, you've got a point, Rose, you gotta admit.
Wait, what? There's still Calliope. Did you not?
I did that one.
Oh, okay.
This isn't a trial, it's a funeral. Haha, they've got a point, Rose, you gotta admit.
A point about what?
You're not great at consolation? Just saying. Oh, you don't know the half of it.
Excuse all of you, but I'm an excellent advice giver.
Nobody said anything about advice giving, Rose.
Oh yeah, the advice is top-notch. But you're kind of a weird person to, like, cry in front of? No offense.
What?
First time I ever got upset in front of Rose IRL, she put her arms around me and it was so awkward that I had to ask her if she was hugging me or reaching for something on the shelf behind me. Everyone, we're getting rather off track. No, that was more Kanaya than Calliope, but fucking whatever.
I was doing both for your information. the first time Rose hugged me, it was such a disaster we didn't make eye contact for like a week after.
Jade, come here. I shall hold you in my arms.
Thank you, Kanaya. At least one of you knows how to treat a lady in distress.
Oh boy. Agreed. I've always felt that Kanaya has done an exemplary job of providing a model for compassionate, empathetic behavior, which others of her kind would do well to follow. What the fuck did you just say? I'm sorry, Mr. Vantaz. Do you have another unsolicited political opinion you'd like to share with everyone? Considering the shit geyser that just shot out of your ignorance cannon, I'd say my opinion is pretty fucking solicited right about now.
Everyone, be quiet! Calliope yells so loud that her voice becomes a hollow, howling shriek. The glass in the candelabras above her shatters, snuffing out the candles and filling the choir. The choir? There's a choir here? When was there a choir here?
No, there is no. It's just like an area where they do the.
Where a choir would be. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
With blue smoke, she gasps and covers her mouth with both hands, shrinking beneath the startled look she's receiving from the rest of the funeral goers. Slowly she lowers her arms, staring at her hands in shock. This time she whispers, "Please, Roxy gathered you all here for a reason. At least listen until the end. After that, you can argue all you want." Roxy comes back to the pulpit and wraps an arm around Calliope's shoulders. Look, everyone, I'm not dumb, okay? Even though I act like it sometimes, I know what's going on here. That we're all drifting apart. And I know that's just a normal part of growing up and making new families. And I guess learning some people have unbridgeable divides on political stuff. I can accept that things aren't always going to be the same as when we first met. Especially with Dirk gone. Damn. Even though it's been more than a year, I can still feel that like he died yesterday. Callie said earlier about death being mysterious and full of love is true. I don't know if I ever would have gotten up the courage to marry John if Dirk hadn't died. Sometimes I think about what it would have been like if he was still here. I think we can all agree that if Dirk didn't kill himself, there would be some big differences in the lives of people here in this room. I can't say if they'd be good or bad. Maybe when it comes to this kind of thing, like infinite probability and multiple universes and shit, good and bad don't matter. There's no better or worse, just different. Even with dead Jade here, who's to say that the world she came from was actually worse than ours? She probably died a heroic death doing something incredible. We probably only have the great lives we do right now because of her sacrifice. The universal odds of us all being alive and healthy and together like this are so infinitesimally small that it's literally impossible for us to understand with our limited linear consciousness. Isn't that amazing? So even if this is the last time we're all ever in the same room like this, I think it's just incredible we could be here in the first place. Out of a sempiternal number of possibilities, we are the only incarnation of this exact specific moment in all existence until somebody copy-pastes it and puts it on AO3. I think that we should all look around.
I definitely read that same sentence.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys?
Oh, absolutely.
Y'all saw that, right? Okay, great.
Yeah,
that's definitely written there.
Yeah, the thing that I said was definitely written there.
Mm-hmm. Why would you have said it?
Y'all crazy.
I think that we should all look around and be super grateful for what we whoa, fuck. Oh god. I hate this. I hate this.
I can read it if you want.
I fucking hate this. Roxy's voice starts to crack. She staggers off the podium, clutching her bloated stomach. You could take the Roxy baton.
Oh, okay.
Roxy, are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. I just went into freaking labor.
John scrambles to his feet. Hang on.
Oh, you did? Wait, did you read?
Just
oh my god, or was?
No,
did
hang
you
on.
say that?
Just trust me. Just trust me. Please,
Okay.
just trust me.
I got you.
I should have looked to see that this was here earlier.
Why?
Please, Google Chrome, just let me load one tab. Please. Please.
Are you gonna do text-to-speech?
Please, just let
You
me
want me to
load
just do it
one
all?
thing. Okay. Okay, here it is.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm. Wait. Everybody calm down.
Yep, that's John.
That's John.
Oh my god, he's gonna keep shouting. Oh my god, or are you gonna help out your wifey?
Oh my god! John stumbles up the John stumbles up the stairs to the
What did they name her? Jade? I swear to God. After the funeral?
No, they're not.
John
So she's about to be born on the funeral.
No, don't worry, they won't. Trust me.
Are you
John
sure?
John stumbles up the stairs to the pulpit, holding his head with both hands. It's actually Jake, still dutifully standing next to the corpse, who catches Roxy under the armpits when she topples backwards. She passes her off to John, who whips up a cushion of wind for her to recline on. Doing okay there, sweetheart? God.
Ugh, why'd I let you put this thing inside me?
Don't worry. Don't worry, Roxy. We'll get it out as soon as we can.
I think he's having a mental breakdown.
By it, I mean our child.
It's fitting because she's voice acting John, though.
We probably shouldn't be talking about him in dehumanizing terms before... Really? People fucking use it as an actual... What are you fucking saying? Fuck you, John.
Oh my
Fuck off, you stupid bitch.
actual pronoun, you fucking hypocrite!
You fucking...
This
Jesus.
part of the reading is gonna be titled June Gets Angry.
Honestly, yeah. I was like, oh hey, Aradia's back. That's cool. Solix is back. That's great. Rest of it sucked. 0.5 out of 2. That's just my projection.
Help out your wifey!
God.
Technique.
I'm gonna torture you with that later.
I hate you. Seems like kind of a bad omen.
Oh my god. John, shut up! I need like 6 counts of Demerol stat. Let's go!
Right, going. John swoops his wife up in his arms and starts scrambling down the aisle. Wait, I would like to be there as well. Oh, okay. Hurry up then. Callia begins sprinting after John and Roxy, but doesn't make it 2 steps before something stops her in her tracks. A feeling that crawls under her exoskeleton. She stands deathly still for a moment, and then turns to face the coffin. Something about the corpse has transfixed her. She curls her fingers around the rim of the casket and leans in, studying Teen Jade's peaceful face. Suddenly, the corpse bolts upright.
What did I
Calliope
say?
yelps and
What
falls
did I
on her
say?
butt. Adult Jade screams.
Alive!
Oh no. Oh no.
My
Why is
God.
that red text?
Fuck.
Why is that red text?
It's just Dave. Don't worry about it. It's Dave.
No,
Oh,
we all
wait, I know the red text. I looked at Homestuck too. I know why.
we already have 2 Daves in the epilogue so far. We don't need a third one. Bazinga.
Zimbabwe. Okay.
Hair veiling her face, Teen Jade sets her hands on her chest and dissolves the shard, bisecting her ribcage. The wound does not heal, but it doesn't bleed either. Jade, you're alive. You're not dead. It takes the corpse a while to reply. Everyone waits for her to speak. When the words leave her mouth, they send a chill through the cathedral.
Should I read
So,
it?
Who should do this?
Well, that's what I was saying. Should I? Since, like, okay.
I don't know
My-
how it speaks.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
How
you
would
gotta make it sound fucking ominous though, and also
Okay.
it's the
I
other
imagine
Calliope.
it sounds like Dave.
Okay, no, but like
But-
look
but,
fucking
like-
down here. You could see it on this very page.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Just look a couple lines down.
No. I see what you're talking about. I see.
Oh.
Whatever, fuck it, I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
You want to do it? Then do it.
What I was saying. I gotta find the voice though, because I was thinking about it being like Dave, but also like a little like upset though. Like, I am not Jade.
Okay.
I am not Jade.
You could do it like that. That's more like a rowdy lady.
Slowly, Jade raises her head. The stage makeup Roxy applied earlier is running down her face in dark rivers. Her eyes are a solid black. Even more black, it seems. Then hyper-realistic blood started coming out of the webcomic. They are hollows penetrating deep into a field of absence so profound, it's hard to imagine a single photon has ever crossed through its infinite expanse. Meeting her gaze is like peering into a realm where light goes to die. Calliope finds the sensation disturbingly familiar. Then, who are you?
You know who I am, Calliope. We met once years ago. You're dead, and so was I.
Calliope now understands who is speaking to her. She tenses up, scuttles backwards, and begins tumbling down the stairs into the aisle. She starts running before she's even up on both feet, clawing the carpet ragged in her desperation to escape the cathedral. The congregation watches her go, but no one moves to help her, or even looks in her direction. In her wake, she leaves a primal, echoing wail. The door closes thunderously behind her. Her scream can be heard beyond the doors, growing quieter as she recedes into the distance. Okay, the way it's written, the way it's written makes it sound like a serious thing that is happening, but if you were to translate this into any other medium than text, there's no way you could write it as anything other than a comedy. The way the fucking scream is like, ah!
She falls down the stairs and then starts running on all fours out the door.
And then you hear the
that moment with Pearl when Steven sees that she's still watching him when he's sleeping.
And then you hear a bunch of sound effects from the wild world of Tex Avery. Anyway. Can I adjust the buttons on her very fashionable morning gloves in size? This certainly is a turn of events.
I'll say. At first I was underwhelmed with the proceedings, I have to admit. But this is quite the twist. This may be one of the best death-related celebrations I've ever seen.
Top 5 at least.
Top 5
Sorry, I have to do
death-related
something.
celebrations.
I'm standing up now.
It's fine.
Better.
The echo makes it funnier.
I'm really far away. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, you're funny.
No, it's
Shits on
okay.
you, Solix.
You're good. Teen Jade floats out of her coffin with measured grace. Adult Jade shudders as her reanimated duplicate passes by. She slides back into Kanaya's comforting arms and hides her face in the crook of her neck. Teen Jade directs her pitch-black eyes towards the arched and marble ceiling and gazes skyward with a sort of intensity and purpose nobody in this crowd has seen in years. It's as if her glare is passing through the roof of the church and continuing unimpeded through the partitions of this very plane of reality itself.
You're undoubtedly surprised, but these events were not unpredictable at all. This is exactly what I have been expecting to happen.
She spreads her arms and speaks in a voice as deep and dark as the void.
And while I cannot say the same thing for the rest of you, I at least am exactly where I am meant to be.
Oh no.
Jake meekly raises his hand, now treating the botched funeral as something closer to a classroom setting. Hey, not to come off as a total idiot here, but who were you supposed to be again? She directs the powerful vacuum of her hollow glare towards the total idiot. She regards him for a moment, radiating a sense of disdain for what may very well be the greatest living source of ignorance she has ever encountered in her many eons of existence.
My name is Calliope. I am the Muse of Space, and I have entered this body to protect your world.
Okay, let's get to the review. That was... Yeah. So, as usual,
It's
the
a
middle...
mixed bag.
A lot of things happened.
So the middle of the longer ones usually just tend to suck the most, and then at the beginning and at the end, they get kind of good. I thought it was interesting. The beginning actually kind of wasn't that great. Then Arati and Solix showed up. Wonderful, absolutely great. Loved it.
Excellent.
Solix
showed up. I want this. Great. He said like 5 lines, and that's it. It's great.
That's all we needed. Yeah.
I'm ready for this next chapter, though.
Especially when it's a labor, which
I'm immediately
that was
seeing
a thing.
a lot of speaking and no text. Oh, it's
Yes.
almost all speaking and no text. Oh, I see who else shows up. Oh boy.
Hell.
Oh no.
Hell.
We're getting another person show up. So, and I already know who would probably be good at voicing him.
Oh my god.
You see who it is, don't you?
Oh my god. I can actually do both of those as well.
Oh my god. This is just like your night.
Club. We win. Club. We win. That's all I have to say. And a couple of hogs.
So 0.5 out of 2. My projection was right. It was a 0.5 out of 2. It was pretty good 0.5 out of 2. It was on the upper scale of 0.5 out of 2. Like, if I was willing to put, like, 75s and shit in there, 75 is what this would probably get.
You put negative numbers into your chart.
Okay, shut up.
Rules are meant to be broken in
Okay.
your law.
Well, the thing is that the reason it's out of 2 is specifically so I can add negative numbers. Like, that's part of the system.
Just do it out of 4 or something.
No,
Why wouldn't you just do like the standard, like this number out of 10?
because 10 is too high. I don't think anything here deserves a 10.
Okay, out of 5 then. I thought you were initially doing the out of 2 system because Homestuck 2.
No, God no. Oh man, if I had thought of that, I never would have done it like this.
Well, too late now. That's what it's going to be associated with. You're welcome.
God damn it. Okay. So we finished 1 out of our 5 chapters. So that's fucking cool. And then we gotta
I will read narration. I feel like I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm
You got.
narrating in this next one.
Oh cool.
I read Solix's lines, and now he's gone, and now I have no character.
Okay, you can get John again. I'll give you John back.
I'll give you John back.
I'll give you John back.
I'll do narration.
Okay.
I'll narrate voice.
No,
Alright,
no,
hang
I'd
on.
rather not.
And I'm gonna go get another shirt because I've just been rocking without a shirt for the last chapter.
I know for a fact I don't have any lines here, so I'm just going to pop off and grab a snack.
How dare
Well,
you?
you gotta listen.
You're not here for the plot, motherfucker.
The plot. For the voice acting.
Yeah, you're here for the voice acting. You're here for the story. You can't just leave because you don't have any lines. Fucking left already, didn't she?
Of course.
Piece of shit.
I'm just here for fun.
Fortunately, her computer isn't in the same room as her kitchen.
I don't actually care about Homestuck anymore, so I'm just here for fun. And this
It's a boobs out kind of novel. Okay, yeah, I can. That's a good line. I have chalky milk here. It's not very good.
Why do you have chocolate milk? Is it because you're epic?
It's well, you know, I am, but that's not why. It's because I had milk in the fridge and I felt like I needed to use it.
Because it's undeserving. You're not epic.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't have this.
You deserve basic regular milk.
I deserve watered down Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
I've only ever had the green Mountain Dew, so...
The thing is that Mountain Dew isn't green.
I know it's not, but I call it by the cover of the bottle, and that's fine, because that's what
Yeah.
we call it.
I'm gonna be honest, this sounds stupid. I was very surprised to find out that Mountain Dew was not green. Because I don't drink it.
It's like yellow.
No, it's clear. It's like Sprite.
Well, it's disgusting either way.
I'm back.
It's like a worse. It's a worse Sprite.
It is a worse Sprite.
We're talking about how Mountain Dew kind of sucks.
Mountain Dew is a worse Sprite. It's honestly.
No, I agree with that. And the only like difference is that Mountain Dew is like piss yellow.
Yeah.
No, it's actually clear like Sprite is. That's what led to the comparison.
No. It is yellow. It's pee. It's pee.
Really pee-pee.
Mellow yellow is better.
I've
Sierra
never had
Mist
mellow yellow.
Is better.
Sierra Mist is good.
Although I've never had any other flavor of Mountain Dew, and everyone's like, "Oh, Code Red actually tastes okay." I'm like, I don't listen.
Okay.
Like, I don't drink that much soda anyway, so I don't give a shit.
Well, everyone's here, so let's start the chapter.
Alright.
Okay.
Hey, John! Time for your regular checkup.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey? Pretty tepid reception from a guy who has in the past begged desperately for even a scrap of my attention.
I'm glad to hear from you. It's just, I don't know. A lot's happened recently. I'm sort of numb from all of it.
So tell me about it.
What, are you my therapist now?
No, I'm just a simple girl who loves the taste of your suffering. I'm so hungry out here alone in Paradox Space, John. Please nourish me with your pathetic midlife and...
NUI.
Yeah.
NUI, it's annual?
No, NUI. Let's look up what this word means.
Oh no, that's an I. Okay, NUI.
Or it's just never gonna load, because my fucking Chrome doesn't load any new tabs for some reason.
Oh, apparently that's Ennui. Okay.
I can look up the pronunciation.
I don't care.
NUI.
Why are you using these big letters? Stop.
It's not a midlife anyway. I'm not even 30 yet. Come on. Also, I'm married, so yeah.
Lol, what does that have to do with anything?
You sound like fucking Beetlejuice.
Say it, come on!
Okay. Never mind. So, what's up with you?
Oh, same old, same old. What are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm at Harry Anderson's birthday party.
Sounds important. Maybe I should let you go then.
No, I mean, it's fine. I can talk for a bit.
And leave Harry Anderson hanging? Wow, Egbert, you think an elderly man like you would know more about decorum than me, a rowdy youth.
Harry Anderson is basically just a baby who doesn't understand anything. A baby kind of like you.
So who's Harry Anderson?
Oh, that's me and Roxy's son, which is a sentence that is very real.
Oh, cool, he got born.
Yeah, Terezi, he got born like 3 years ago.
It's been that long? Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. Where the hell have you been?
Lost.
Lost how? Like, literally physically lost, or metaphorically lost?
Both, I guess.
Terezi.
Oh no, don't you dare use pitying ellipses at me, John Egbert.
Sorry, it's kind of hard not to, and every time you go, I have no idea if I'll ever talk to you again.
Okay, you're obviously not in a place to talk right now. I didn't contact you because I wanted to deal with your weepy separation anxiety. How about I make this easy for you and just log off?
No, please don't go. I'm sorry for being all human and weepy. I'm actually in a pretty okay place for once, I think.
Calm down, I wasn't finished. Listen, I'll text you back in 5 minutes. That'll give you some time to emotionally process the harrowing experience of actually hearing from me again.
Promise me it'll only be 5 minutes?
Why?
Because I worry about you. I just don't want you to leave me hanging for another year, making me wonder if you're dead. please?
Ugh, fine. I hereby solemnly swear upon the book of dumb needy loser that I will text you in exactly 5 minutes.
Woo, thank you.
You know what doesn't make sense to me about this?
What?
Typing takes time.
Yeah?
This is true.
Typing takes time.
I thought about this. When I was reading her stuff. I was like, if it even takes her like a minute to respond back to him, is it gonna be like hours later?
Yeah.
And even if they were like speaking or something, it'd be like she's talking really slowly.
Yeah. Okay, it's 5 minutes later. Don't tell me another 2 sweeps have passed.
Nah, just a couple of weeks. Oh boy, what a couple of weeks though. You would not believe what is happening here.
Have I ever not believed what was happening when you said I wouldn't?
No, but to be fair, this one is especially wild. Here, wait, let me take a picture. John Egbert sent Terezi Pyrup the photo ghosttrain.jpg.
What the actual fuck?
It started a few days ago. The sky above the... Wait a minute, is this the fucking hype train? Remember that hype train image?
I need contact.
Okay, look up Homestuck Hype Train on Google Images, because I literally cannot open my Google Images to look it up for you.
I know the image you're talking about. I was there when that was made. I know
What
the
the
person
hell?
who made it.
Oh, I know this image! Oh my god! Yeah!
They don't exist anymore. Oh well.
It started a few days ago. The sky above the capital of the Troll Kingdom just cracked open and ghosts began raining down everywhere. Actually, now that I think about it, I guess it started 3 years ago when a dead teen version of Jade fell from the sky and crashed into the ground during a picnic.
Huh.
That only affected our group, though. This whole thing with the troll ghosts has been a huge international incident. The political situation surrounding trolls was already tense enough without adding a gigantic population of immigrant ghost trolls to the mix.
Kinkry?
He could be there.
Wait, what happened?
That was just so earnest, the way you said that.
You were so sad.
No, that was me excited that maybe he's there. Because I thought maybe he was dead.
Well, because of what we know about Alternian history, the government decided it was probably a bad idea to let trolls reproduce freely, especially considering how different our planet is from Alternia.
I suppose that makes sense. Without state-sanctioned culling, the troll population would quickly dominate the planet, and Earthsea doesn't strike me as the sort of place that would take kindly to a lot of culling.
Yeah, that was part of the government's official argument. It's either this or culling. But it didn't stop there. Also, a bunch of laws have been passed that restrict the kind of jobs trolls can have. Like, they're not allowed to serve in the government or rise past a certain rank in the military. They can't even be judges. I know, it's pretty bad here.
Considering the goal is to limit the spread of influence of trolls, this all seems like quite an Alternian.
Like the planet.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought it was saying, but there's also a different word that it could be referring to.
Are you talking about like utilitarianism or something?
Maybe, like, I don't know. Alterian, I'll call it. Quite Alterian solution.
Well,
ulterior motive or something.
Jane is sort of a key political player now. She's not in the government exactly, but she has so much money she may as well be the government. Her company can do basically whatever it wants, and it seems more and more like what it wants is to make sure the politicians are saying exactly what it wants them to say.
Ha! I always suspected she'd been swayed by the Condis more than she ever let on.
Yeah, I guess she was. Although, I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't feel right to me. I knew a grown-up version of Jane. She was my Nana. I never met her until she came back as a sprite, but she just seemed like a kindly old grandma who liked to play pranks, not a...
Genocide fan?
Just because it makes sense doesn't mean it's good, and sometimes it doesn't even make sense either. Not even close. I just can't believe how fast everything deteriorated.
Don't tell me everyone is just taking this lying down.
Of course not. Kanaya and Rose are both heavily involved in grassroots activism right now. And Karkat, he's gone completely off the grid. At first we all assumed that the reason he ran away was because he got fed up with his shitty poly relationship. Which was probably part of it, honestly. But now I keep seeing his face on all the resistance posters.
Oh yeah!
Suffer shit, dude.
I think they may have actually put him in charge. It's me, Big Crab.
I always knew he had it in him.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Yeah, Dave's heartbroken though.
Why doesn't Dave just go and join him then?
I don't know, he worries about Jade, I guess?
Jade would be fine. She's the most resilient out of all of you.
You know how Dave is?
Yeah, loyal to a fault.
Yeah, oh my god. Holy shit, hang on, I gotta take another picture. John Egbert sent Terezi Pyrup the photo pb&j.jpg.
What the fuck is this? Don't type your laughs at me after tricking me into looking at this abomination.
I just thought you might find it interesting.
Why would I ever want to see Gamzee making out with Tavros again?
Again?
Disgusting, in public and everything.
Oh, it's always in public. This is how Gamzee helps people have their redemption arcs.
Oh my god, it's his cult. He kisses people into redemption.
Oh my god!
By making out with them?
The making out with babies thing wasn't just a. Oh no!
It's terrible. Well, not always. Sometimes he has them make out with each other. Usually he just feeds them milk out of that stupid baby bottle he keeps with him all the time. I think it's supposed to be like some completely idiotic form of baptism he's made up. Anyway, speaking of Tavros, what do you think about the morality of kidnapping someone if they're really unhappy and possibly also being abused?
What?
Okay, so like, if you kidnap someone and the situation you're kidnapping them into is way better than the one you're kidnapping them out of, that's not morally wrong, right?
John, are you trying to get me all flustered with such highly illegal sweet talk?
No? Are you flustered?
I might be if I thought you would actually break the law.
I could totally do it.
I'll believe it when I smell it.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna do it then.
Sure.
I'm totally going to do it. Next time we talk, it'll be me telling you all about my successful and highly illegal kidnapping venture.
Whatever you say. Anyway, nice huddle, Egbert, but I have to go.
Wait!
What?
You're going already? You barely said anything. You just listened to me ramble on about Earthsea's problems.
Isn't that how these conversations usually go?
Yeah, I guess it is, but it doesn't have to be like that, you know? So what's going on with you?
Did it occur to you that maybe the reason I call you is because I want a brief reprieve from what's going on with me?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I just don't want you to feel that you're like my psychiatrist or whatever.
Aw, that's cute. Don't worry about me, John. If you were bugging me, I'd just stop texting.
Well, cool. If I'm not bugging you, then can I ask a favor?
It's certainly within your power to ask me a favor. I can't promise to fulfill it.
Ugh, now I feel even dumber for what I'm about to ask. I don't even know if I want to do it now.
Ugh, out with it, Egbert! Fine, I'll do it, whatever it is, just so you cease this maddening nerd boy insecurity.
Okay, can you take a selfie? Can you...
Let me take a selfie.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Can you take a selfie?
What?
And send it to me? Oh god, I probably sound so creepy right now. Hey, don't laugh. Look, it's just that after all the talking we've done over the years, you're pretty important to me, Terezi, and with everything getting so weird, I've been getting scared lately. So in case things go to shit over here, things go to shit wherever you are, I just want to make sure I have something to remember you by.
Oh.
So, what you doing? Terezi doesn't answer. Oh, wait. You got the narration hatch on. It's your time to shine!
It's my time to shine. I'll do it in the best voice I can.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Okay, I'll do it. That's fine, I can do it. Terezi doesn't answer, which is what John was expecting. He frowns and pockets his phone, looking at the sudden brightness above him. The sky is ripped open in a dozen places, spewing ghosts and razor shards of unreality. John shields his face against the neon glare and scans the park for his family. Roxy and Calliope usually come listen to Gamzee preach, and John's long since grown tired of trying to talk them out of it. The best he can do at this point is tag along to make sure that young Harry Anderson isn't hearing all this other nonsense without the tempering influence of his skeptical father. It's the responsible adult thing to do. Well, it would be the responsible adult thing to do if John were actually doing it. Instead, he just spent the last 10 minutes surreptitiously testing Terezi under the hem of his suit jacket. Now he's lost track of his wife, his son, and his wife's sort of ex-girlfriend in the enraptured throng of all these brainless clown worshippers.
Sort of.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The
We're not together technically, and that's the sort of he means, or does he mean sort of as in like she may not be an ex anymore?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
I don't know. Find out next time.
Yeah. We have a lot of story to read, don't we?
Look, I don't want to think
Just
about
fear,
it.
man. I
We've
know
got
the
so many-
threesome's coming. I know
We've
it.
got so many three-ways already. I don't want another one. Please, for the love of God.
I'm just reading here. Like, I'm just saying that might be what they're saying.
I don't want it to be.
That doesn't change the fact that it's a plausibility.
If it is, I'm gonna cry. And not the good kind of.
Okay.
Okay. The crowd
Okay.
is mostly ghosts, but there's a substantial number of Carapacian human citizens out here tonight as well, starting to get a good look at the newly redeemed acolytes. John's eye wanders towards the center of the crowd's focus. Looks like a conversion is taking place right now.
Okay.
I'm Aridin.
So,
I got Aridin.
all right. So, I can do Fairy, and I can do Gamzee,
Okay, that works.
but I got shit in my mouth. I'm eating chicken. Also, don't have
Oh.
a soda. I need a soda so I can swallow this shit. It's really dry.
Okay.
I mean, I could just straight up voice act Gamzee, despite it, but okay, let's do it. Fine, I don't care. Alright. Now we welcome into the dope arms of motherfucking. Oh, he doesn't have a fucking there?
Of Mother Redemption.
Of
That's.
mother
I don't
redemption.
like that.
I'm gonna put a fuck in there. I'm like the opposite of Hadron. There isn't enough cursing. Now we welcome into the dope arms of motherfucking redemption this lowly penitent who's all kinds of sorry about his past deeds.
Oh yeah, I'm well redeemed. I'm well
Are you
redeemed.
sure? Oh wait, that's
If you don't believe me, well, what do I have to fucking do? Crumple on the fucking ground at your feet, snorting and snuffing at your shoes like a mushroom sniffing pork fiend? Sizing up the God, sizing up those covetous sweaty, delicate stuffed within, like a couple of premium shrimp
just let
rolls,
me know.
garnished with 10 exquisite pygmy sorry wieners. I'm a worm, Fef. I'm the lowest of the worst.
Okay, if that's really how you feel, I guess I can accept your apology?
Nice.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. All this
Read one.
forgiveness and shit up the motherfucking house. After all, what's a little murder between morals?
Murder in capital.
I guess that's true. It happens to the best of us. We both are so close to the redemption now. First, a little righteous splash of the Nana nectar to cleanse the
Oh no!
from your soul.
Oh no!
Nana nectar. Oh.
No!
I hate this. No.
Righteous splash of the Nana nectar to cleanse that dankness from your souls.
And that's what caused the darkness. I mean, dankness, whatever.
Dankness.
I hate this. Please stop. Okay. Okay, Hedron. Hedron,
5 out of 2 for Nana Nectar.
I'm gonna say put this in the negatives just for that alone.
honestly, so far this is in the negatives anyway. Because fucking, it just sounds like a lot of awful shit is happening that doesn't seem in character or good.
I mean, look, I'll say
can't
this.
tell.
The Carcat starting a rebellion thing, that's cool.
Hell yeah, it is. Hell
Can't
yeah,
tell.
it is.
I can't
Yes,
tell if
Hydra?
my first try because of my sickness or because of this. I think it's because of this, though.
Yeah, it's not even that you're talking. It's just that the epilogues have manifested a physical form and are actively sucking the moisture out of your throat.
Yeah, it's taken. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
By the way, I just want
Homestuck is the coronavirus.
I just want to remind you guys that we've been streaming for an hour and 11 minutes, and we're on the second out of our 5 chapters.
Jesus.
Yeah, but this one's going faster. It's fine. Gamzee takes out a baby bottle and flicks it, covering them both with little drops of milk, as clergy does with holy water. He then takes a swig from the bottle himself before turning it to his codpiece.
Now, kiss my motherfuckers.
Finally! Hucka up, Pfeff, and plant one on me. You gotta, it's the rules.
The motherfucker's right. It's all being motherfucking critical to both your redemption, to kiss and make up. If it's for redemption, then. Very well.
Oh, fuck yeah! Rub-a-dub-dub, give me a glub!
Rub-a-dub-dub, give me a glub.
Rub-a-dub-dub, give me a glub! This is awful. This sucks. It sucks, but anything is more fun when you try to voice it as Aridin.
Oh, I know, right?
See, that's. I think that voicing this has really. Yeah, it's me, Octopimp, the real Aridin.
Are you talking
Aridin.
about me?
No.
I'm Octo.
Well, no, but you're not Octopimp.
I mean.
You want to see his real? You want to see his real color? Look, they still look the same. They still look the same.
They
Pimp.
do. They just do.
I could be a pimp, and my name's already Octo.
How can you be a pimp when you keep losing all your bitches?
Who have I lost? You still here? June's
Rub-a-dub-dub, give
just
me a
saying.
glub!
Y'all
Okay.
ain't go nowhere.
Okay, Hadron, this is you.
I know. John makes a disgusting face as Gamzee grabs the 2 trolls by a horn each and mashes their face together. One of them looks extremely into it. The other, not so much. John would have been transfixed by the spectacle for longer if his phone didn't start buzzing in his pocket again. He fumbles it out of his coat and checks.
Terezi Pyrope sent John Egbert the photo h3r3.jpg.
He looks around, then presses accept, embarrassed to realize how fast his heart is beating. Before he can look at the photo, a familiar voice breaks through the din of the crowd.
Yo, John, over here, hon. Also, how the fuck did she get it back to him so fast? Fuck that. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Whatever.
Well, no, maybe she took an instant photo, and then it took time.
I guess.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although the time distortion is weird. I'm guessing this is caused of the black hole or something, but who knows? Who knows? John puts his phone away very quickly. Roxy holding Harry Anderson up on her shoulder. Roxy's holding Harry Anderson up on her shoulder. John can see his son's face, grinning and bright-eyed, bobbing above the crowd. He returns a smile and starts to make his way towards his wife. Just then, a dark shadow passes over the park. The crowd falls silent as they raise their heads to watch a drone ship pass by overhead.
What the fuck?
Its design is insect-like, splitting into many jagged branches, each decked out with weapons and cameras. It's completely silent, and encased in armor with a bright red finish, smooth and seamless. It is often cited by Jane as the crown jewel of Crocker Corp's various military contracts with the government.
Oh, okay.
John reunites with his family and takes Harry Anderson from Roxy. The toddler buries his face in John's chest to escape the horrible sight crawling across the sky above him. Calliope clasps her hands together and stares at the ship with a terse expression.
It's getting less and less unusual to see those in the Troll Kingdom, isn't it? Yeah, I can't help but think the government's getting ready for something big. Oh, you worry too much. Jeannie's got her head on straight. She'll show you yet. Which is definitely a real thing that I would say, because I'm not critical of my friends at all. Let's not talk about this right now. Yeah, you're right. It's getting late anyway. We should head home. See you next week, Callie? Oh, yes. Always, Roxy.
That night, after he and Roxy put Harry Anderson to bed and Roxy retires to their room for the evening, John goes to his office and prints out the picture of Terezi. He doesn't have any nice photo paper to put it on, so it comes out too dark with the colors all smeared. He scrubs the printer history settings when he's finished. When his anxiety is assuaged, he flops down in the spinny chair at the center of the room and studies the picture. Terezi doesn't look that much different from how he remembers her. A little more worn, maybe, thinner and older and more tired, but it's her. She's smiling and holding up her hand in a cheeky wave that suggests neither a greeting or a farewell. The light from the phone screen is reflected in her eyes. John can't see her eyes. He folds the picture into quarters and slips it into his wallet, behind Harry Anderson's baby photo. He then turns off the light and goes to bed.
Alright, I'm gonna get that son of a you write your review, which is definitely a negative. Back.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't.
Oh god, there's a lot of people in the next one.
God damn, are they getting longer?
This one seems like a long one.
God damn. We gotta get through
getting
5.
longer.
We don't have to go.
You don't
Yeah,
have
we
to get
do.
to 5.
We have to get through 5.
Okay, well we better finish it before 10:30 because that's when I'm going to bed.
Shit, okay.
Y'all are going to bed at 10:30? It's freaking 12 for me right now.
I have a dentist appointment.
Okay, that's
Have
fair.
a dentist fall asleep in front of the dentist.
No.
That's fine. Don't
Wouldn't
worry
that make
about
the appointment easier?
it. No,
It really don't.
not for the
Then they have
dentist.
yeah, then they have to
Not for the dentist.
this fucking thing. Go hold your mouth open.
Well, anyway, I need to write my review for this.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna get a drink.
Honestly, I thought
Ah! I almost dropped my shit.
that one was a little forgettable, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Like
With the stuff with the nanonectar and all that? Okay.
I mean, no, the Gamesy stuff was not great. The Nanonectar, oh right. So I need to do another one of those screen cap ones where I put haha funny bad screen cap in the review. So let me just take a screen cap of that. So I have that. Righteous splash of the that'll work. So the Gamesy stuff obviously, wasn't great. Aridin was fun just because of his voice and literally that's it. Ghost stuff I think actually kind of is a little bit interesting. I think the idea that the ghosts are, kind of fucking leaking out from the dream bubbles could be interesting. I don't think they're gonna.
it.
Huh?
I just like it
Why is that?
because I don't like these characters being in play anymore.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
They died, and I don't want to say deserved it. That's an awful thing to say. Well, I mean, some of them deserved it. You know, that's fine. I can say that.
Cankry deserved nothing.
But I would definitely say that in terms of story beats, there was way too many characters in Homestuck. And honestly, now there's way too many characters in Homestuck.
I remember there's always been way too many characters in Homestuck. That's like kind of a part of it.
And now we have fucking 3 more and like 16 different iterations of existing ones.
Yep.
So fucking, ugh.
Why not?
Also, I made a tweet shortly before the stream shipping Alt Dirk with the narrator from the Stanley Parable, and I just wanted to hear y'all's thoughts about it.
I mean, yeah.
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
It's not.
No, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, you're thinking about it. Okay.
That makes sense.
I don't know who... You mentioned it, but I don't know who Ilias is.
I don't do any shipping ever because it's not my thing. But
Alright.
I remember this crazy guy from a long time ago. I don't remember his name. Famous Homestuck theorist. Oh no, the name is Blade Kind Eyewear. Yeah, that's the dude. You know what, dude?
Nope.
Some guy, Blade Kind Eyewear. No?
Oh, the fucking inversion theory guy.
Yeah, that dude. He was like back in the day, made a big deal about like Dirk and Gamzee hooking up.
Fuck, that would be really funny if that happened.
And I feel like at this time, I mean, they basically scheduled it so it could never happen because they're both in 2 separate universes.
That's so sad.
Unless they combine the universes at the end.
Oh, you're right. Maybe
Oh,
we can
man.
make this happen.
Yeah, maybe that's what Homestuck 2 is about.
Gamzee and Dirk.
Forbidden love, of course.
Yeah, Homestuck 2, Gamzee and Dirk Forbidden Love. That should be the subtitle. What the fuck is Beyond
They should have
Canon
called
mean?
it.
That was crazy. I wonder if he's still online and stuff like that.
So it's going to be a negative 0.5 out of 2. And I had exactly enough characters to write my review and my score in there.
Holy
So
frick. This freaking dude's still talking about Homestuck. Did not know that.
who?
Wow.
Oh,
Blade Kind Eyewear.
is he talking about Homestuck 2?
Yeah.
Fuck, send me the link.
Alright. There we go.
I always thought inversion theory was cool.
Mhm.
But like I never actually read the whole thing. That's a cool profile pic.
I always thought that it never was really it never really was important. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
The only thing I know about Dr. Blast is that I've heard that apparently that's something funny. I don't know. I don't read SCP either. Okay, we're on 23. Let's go, baby. What the fuck is that noise?
What?
I guess that was a cough.
Oh, that was a motorcycle. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is there a motorcycle outside? No.
Out of my side.
Oh, on your side. Okay. Well, who knows? You know, people have loud motorcycles. Even though I'm on the 5th story of a building.
I mean, I live right next to a street, so.
Me too.
Okay, but you're 5 feet up.
I don't know how sound works. Okay, please stop.
Okay.
Okay, no.
Honey, you ready to go? Yes, sweetheart. Give me a second. Okay, you want to do narrating again?
Yeah, I'll try.
Let's go, baby.
Give me a moment.
Okay, you got it.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. John finishes fixing his tie in the bathroom mirror, taking a moment to check the hallway door in reflection. Roxy hasn't come looking for him, which is good because he's still got a few things to repair, and he'd rather she didn't see the items he's about to pull out of their closet. He hasn't told his wife what he's planning, because he doesn't want to be talked out of it. Typically, he rankles at the prospect of spending time with Jane and her family, so Roxy was surprised when he agreed to hold Harry Anderson's 5th birthday party at Jane's mansion. But she didn't question him about it. In fact, all she did was tip her head at him and blink a few times, her long eyelashes catching the light, making her eyes look like mirrors. It was disconcerting for reasons that he couldn't put his finger on. It's not like Roxy had ever been argumentative, exactly. He just seems to remember someone from his youth who was somewhat more contrarian in spirit than this person he's married to now. Back when they were dating, John thought she was acting a little off. Not quite in a bad way, but perhaps in a little too in love too fast way. At least she still seemed like herself most of the time. But since the wedding, every year that goes by, she seems to become just a little more conciliatory. Not just toward him, but towards life in general. She indulges Harry Anderson liberally and almost thoughtlessly. She doesn't care that her best friend is slowly turning into an executive, overseeing the corporate arm up the puppet.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. If you understand this, then you're mad. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And the singing is also quite bad.
What are you talking about?
I just liked it because it rhymed.
Of a ruthless
Okay.
dictatorship. Of a ruthless
Sorry.
dictatorship. She still thinks Dempsey is being sincere with all this redemption,
Bullshit.
even though he's been casting an increasingly dark and hungry shadow behind Jane, a malicious royal vizier to her burgeoning imperial persona. John's been frustrated with it in a quiet, guilty way, because he loves his wife. And even more than that, he loves their son. When he doesn't think too hard about all this stuff, it seems perfect. But sometimes John can't help but lie awake at night, staring at the dark ceiling until he loses the grip on his perfect life entirely. He starts to fear that if he closes his eyes, he might reopen them to discover it was all an illusion. Harry Anderson, Earthsea, Lord English's alleged defeat. Or maybe, stretching even farther back than that, the trolls, the game, everything important and exciting that ever happened to him. Was it all a lie? Like some big prank? No. At least some of it had to be real. Dave, Jade, and Rose are real. Their friendship is real. At least it used to feel that way. He needs to believe it still is. And what about Terezi? She's real too, and John's got that picture to prove it, burning a hole in his wallet. Yet, he keeps it there, because at least it feels like something. It's the same feeling that makes him do subtle things to push against his wife's placid demeanor. He never quite tries to start a fight, but at this point, he wouldn't mind having one either. At least it might help reassure him that she's real too. If she doesn't get upset after what he's about to pull today, then John doesn't know what he'll do. He goes into the closet and unhinges the bottom of the drawer where he keeps all his identical blue ties. In a secret compartment are some tools: graphene wire, a multi-tool screwdriver, molding plaster. John's so focused on finding places in his coat to hide all these things that he doesn't hear the footsteps behind him.
Oh no.
Dad, what are you doing?
Oh.
Oh, that's precious. That's precious.
Okay. John spins around, startled. It's just his kid, though. Already looking uncomfortable in his tweed jacket and knee socks, John kicks the closet door closed. He already has everything he needs anyways.
Just getting your gifts, Harry Anderson. It's your birthday after all.
Wow, I hope Mama gets from you and Mom. Dad, are you tough?
John ruffles his son's hair and shoots him one of his parented Egbertian winks. He decides then and there that a good father wouldn't need to keep any secrets from his son. No. A good dad will always let his son in on the joke, no matter how much trouble he might be about to get himself in.
Harry Anderson, don't tell your mother, but we're getting a new addition to the family today.
Oh
I didn't understand, but I'm in it. I'm in it.
no! Remember the kidnapping he mentioned?
Kidnapping.
Yeah, but I don't know what that insinuates.
You'll see in a minute.
Okay.
He's gonna steal Tavros and race.
Steal a child.
What?
Yes.
Um,
Child's going to be stolen.
I'll get Tavros. Unless anybody else wants Tavros.
I can try a baby Tavros
No.
sounding thing.
You already have Harry Anderson. Pick one.
I guess
I
I'll
got
fucking
him.
take Rissy if she ever comes up then.
Fuck. Okay, I guess. Yeah.
Because I want to voice one of the kids too.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I just had a thought. You know, have you noticed that all media has had, like, children in it recently? It's weird. Anyways, whatever. Okay.
You're right.
Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's little Tavros Crocker who opens the door to Jane's opulent mansion. He's still so short that he has to stand up on his toes to reach the knob. He stares up at his visitors with a serious expression, the prescription on his spectacles distorting the size of his pupils so that they look like big, wet, depressing sinkholes. John's heart wrenches at the sight of him. He's so young, but he always looks so somber and sad.
Oh, hello, folks. You're a mite early, don't you think?
Baby.
Nope.
Actually,
Dave and Jade materialize behind everyone. He in a pressed red suit, she in a glittering space dress.
ooh.
They're both holding gifts wrapped in spare printer paper. Dave adjusts his sunglasses and smirks at Harry Anderson.
You were exactly 30 seconds and like 68 nanoseconds early.
Oh, F off, Dave. You're getting even cornier than John, and you're not even a dad.
I don't know, my guy. Harry over there seems to be enjoying my material.
It's like you're having a little atomic clock.
Yeah,
You're
that was
living
Harry. That was the child.
Yeah, I forgot.
You did it like Roxy.
well, it's her kid.
Come on, okay.
It's like a living atomic clock.
There we go.
Man, I love this kid. What kind of 5-year-old is into atomic clocks? Damn, every time I see him, I just want to pinch his cheeks and tell him about what things were like when I was his age and shit.
If you like kids so much, Dave, why don't we just buy one?
What the fuck?
Why don't you just
I
find
know what you think you were doing there was like smoothly inserting the idea of us one day adopting kids into the conversation, but what you actually just described is literal slavery, which is both illegal and bad.
Maybe you're the one who's illegal and bad. Ever think of that?
Nope, never once crossed my mind. Anyway, John, Roxy, you heard the lady. Can we buy your kid?
No, he's not for sale. You all want to come in or not?
Tavros has been waiting patiently for the adults to finish talking the whole time, like he always does. He leads everyone inside with a stoic countenance more befitting of a footman than the firstborn son of a planet's wealthiest family.
So, where's your mom and dad?
They're still in, auspice counting with Uncle Gamzee.
Oh, woof.
The fucking build up.
I was waiting for it. I was like, oh, but there was such a pause and it got
The fucking build up to the
is
wolf.
right.
Oh god, that was so good.
Hey, Carlos, is Friska here?
Unfortunately, Harry Anderson, Rose and Kaya aren't on speaking terms with your Aunt Jane and Uncle Jake anymore.
Why not?
Roxy sighs loudly through her nose. She hates talking about this.
Because of the political situation.
What's a political situation?
Mother has been advising the human government that they should do their best to exclude trolls from the seats of power in all branches of public service. And Aunts Rose and Kanaya don't like it because some of the legalization in the works could delegitimize their marriage.
I have no idea what any of that means.
The adults exchange confused looks. It's more than a little jarring that this 5-year-old kid seems so well educated on the intricacies of xenophobic political policy. But then again, this is Jane's son, they remind themselves.
Anyway, why would you want Vriska to be here? Why ruin a nice birthday party?
Duh, 'cause she's super fun.
She's not fun. She's mean.
Yeah, to you, 'cause you're a wuss.
Harry Anderson Egbert. Don't call their kids wusses.
Hey, what's wrong with being called a wuss? Harry, my dude, you need to unplug from toxic masculinity.
From what?
What have you been teaching this kid?
Dave, sometimes I really can't believe this is the adult you chose to become. Actually great, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so.
God damn it. Roxy! God! Not you, Roxy. I mean the Roxy in the comic.
Oh, okay. You did
Had to
catch me off
clarify.
guard. I was
clarify
confused.
You're fine. You're great.
It just isn't there anymore, man! Like, fucking snap in her face, be like, hello! Dunk, 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 dunk. Fucking.
Is there a brain in there?
Hello?
Like fucking. Is that hollow?
Here,
FBI, open up!
Dave ruffles Harry Anderson's hair. It's nice that Dave is so woke and great with kids, but that really does invite the question of why he and Jade don't have any yet. There's still something sad and wistful about Dave at the moment, as he pointedly avoids letting Jade take his hand while they're led into the game room. Jade and Dave still laugh and trade barbs with each other like old friends, but there's something disconcertingly sterile about it. John can't help but think about the last time they were all together like this in Jade's mansion, and the look on Karkat's face when he stormed out of the foyer.
Yeah.
Everyone settles down in the game room except Tavros, who stands by the door with his arms folded behind his back as if waiting to be ordered around. Harry Anderson is opening his gifts from Jade and Dave when a door upstairs slams open so hard it rattles all the crystal glasses arranged on the nearby table.
You are such an unbelievable dunce, Jake English. I can't believe that I worked so hard and have come home to your what the hell?
Feckless.
Feckless.
What the fuck? Just say fucking dumbass tomfoolery every day.
Your feckless tomfoolery every day. My goodness, what gives you the right to talk to me that way?
Jake's side of the conversation isn't too far away to hear.
Is
Too far away to hear, you're right. But Gamgee's unmistakable mush-mouth voice floats down the hallway between the sharp edges of Jane's shrieks.
It's the Banjo-Kazooie talk. It's the ho 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 ho
Oh,
ho.
I was just thinking of the fucking swamps, like. Arr!
And you're not even proficient in bed anymore. What is even the point of you in
Hey, calm your tits, baby.
Cool, Jane.
silence, clown?
So let me just hang on
Yeah,
a
I'm not
second.
liking any of the human interactions anymore, pretty much, because, like, after the whole Karkat thing where he left, like, I was pretty much with him, like, yeah, I'm not with any of you guys anymore. Like,
Let me just
I'm on his side of shit.
Text?
Alright,
Yeah.
fixed. I fixed it. I fixed it, guys. It's okay now.
What do you fix? I can't read it, it's too small on my screen.
So not Jane is the one who says you're not.
I see.
Yeah. So we're good now. Everything's fixed.
You're right.
I should probably, if I really wanted to dedicate myself to the bit, I would change every instance on this page.
There's
but-
a thing you can download that does that.
Yeah, but I don't care enough.
Well, Care enough to read this. Anyways, Tavros stares at his feet, wearing a strained expression.
It's fine. My parents are Kismises after all.
Jane storms downstairs. Her guests are completely silent as the sound of her heels echoes down the hall. She steps into the room, her face still twisted in rage and disgust. The moment her eyes fall over her gathered friends, however, her expression changes like someone flipping a switch. She smiles, looking cordial and perfectly pleasant, flooding her lashes like there's nothing in the world more important to her than being an excellent host.
Oh, hello everyone. I'm sorry that I was not able to greet you at the door. I had some pre-appointed business to attend to. I trust the Tavros led you all inside without trouble?
Yes, ma'am.
Good boy.
Jane pats him on the head as she goes by, patronizingly, like you would pet a dog or Gamzee.
Harry Anderson, my dear. Annie Jean.
No.
Jane stoops down to her knees and throws her arms open. Harry Anderson bolts across the room and throws himself into her ample chest, nuzzling into her cheek as she laughs and ruffles his hair fondly. John turns his head aside so that no one can see the queasy face he's making. Jane is, unfortunately, Harry Anderson's favorite aunt. She's gifted his affection the same way she gains everyone's affection. She
Fucking.
bought it.
Look at you. You've gotten so big and strong since I last saw you.
I grew a whole 3 inches.
Oh, yes, I can see that. You're going to be quite the strapping young man before we know it. Since it's your first milestone birthday, I've instructed my staff, and you are to be spoiled like a little prince today. Right now, they're finishing off your cake. It's a recipe I invented just for you.
Gosh.
And I've got your present all wrapped up, too. It's too big to keep in the house, however, so after cake, tea, and... cake, tea. However, so after cake and tea, we'll go see it in the backyard.
You're the best, Auntie Jean.
Oh no. Jane, please don't tell me you commissioned one of those drone things for my son.
Jane rises to her feet, huffing.
And if I did, John, what would be the problem with that? Are you saying that you don't want to assure your son's safety? In troubled times such as these, one can never be too careful.
Roxy, back me up here, honey. There's no way you'd be okay with that, right?
Roxy fills with one of her earrings and casts her gaze around the room, looking at every and anything but her husband. Dave and Jade have also developed a profound interest in the patterns woven into the expensive carpet underneath their feet.
Oh, well, I can't say I'm comfy with it, but... What? But? I wanted to do it like Tim Allen. Jeannie means well, John, and it'd be rude to just refuse a gift from my bestie like that. Besides, you're just assuming she got Harry Anderson an Imperial drone. She never said that was what it was. Did you, Jane?
Jane's tight-jawed silence confirms that she did, indeed, have a literal instrument of government oppression crafted for her son, for their son, on the momentous occasion of his 5th birthday. John has to pinch his nose and practice controlled breathing to keep himself from getting mad for real.
This is why I'm stealing your son, Jane.
Getting in an argument right now would totally
Fuck!
up all his plans. Jesus.
Okay, fine.
Say it again.
Okay, you know what? Okay, fine. You know what? I don't care. Really? Yeah, it's whatever. I get it. Jane's just trying to show she cares.
You know I do adore little Harry Anderson.
What I do care about, however, is that cake. And not eating it, I mean.
Excuse me?
Nothing personal, Jane. It's just that I'm not really the biggest fan of cakes. Instead, I was wondering if maybe I could go visit the trophy room? You know, where Jake keeps all the memorabilia from that dumb show he used to be on?
You mean poppin' and hoppin' pistol lockin' with Jake English?
No.
Or do you mean doing the Charleston with notable social figureheads, Star versus Enemies of the State with your host Jake English?
That one's still running, isn't it?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, that's definitely not the one I was talking about.
Oh, you probably mean afternoon gillygaffy amongst the common folk with your host, Jay Gishy Gun McGee.
Does Jake English only make shows like is he the television? Is he all of television?
Every show, he's in it.
Is Jake English the news? Is Jake English the
He's
drama?
the ultimate actor.
Is Jake English the documentaries?
Oh man, I don't know.
He's just TV.
My answer is yes, because that's
He
really
is
fun.
TV.
The answer is we can never know. We can never know.
We don't deserve to know.
But we can keep
Right.
reading the epilogues.
Ugh.
No, God, these all sound so bad. I mean the one with Dirk.
Dude.
You mean the classic primetime program, Rumble in the Pumpkin Patch?
Yeah, that one.
Ew. Why do you want to go look at stuff from Rumble in the Pumpkin Patch?
Why not?
Say Rumble in duh. It's so
Well, that's
funny.
how it's written.
I know, but I've never heard you use the word duh.
I only use it in text format mostly.
I know. It was so out of place on your voice, but I loved every second of it. Continue.
Yeah, that one. Why not?
I don't know. It just seems kind of morbid with Dirk dead and all, don't you think? Also, that show was really gross. I support Jake in whatever he does, but it was so
Sweaty.
yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it was an important cultural milestone. And I missed it all by being mopey and depressed for like 5 years straight. What do you think, Tavros? Want to show me all about your dad's glory days?
Tavros blinks up at John in surprise.
Oh, I can take you there, John.
No, I mean no. That's fine.
Oh, your cracker slipped out there, John. I heard that. No.
No. My word.
Oh, my English shit. Sorry.
My word. No. I mean no. That's fine. I'd like some time to get to know my nephew or cousin, ecto brother.
Oh my god, Dave, I just realized that when we get married, that'll make John and Rose siblings-in-law. Which is funny since I guess John is technically already your father-in-law.
Yep, that's totally what our friendship Yep, that's totally what our friend group needs to be even more incestuous.
What does incestuous mean?
It means that everyone's really good friends, Harry Anderson. Just a dumb, fancy word for BFFs. It's a big, hard words for grown-ups, though, so feel free to unknow it now, sweetie.
Oh, yeah, that's totally it.
Hey, Tavros, let's go, buddy.
John has a hand on Tavros' back and pushes him out of the room. When they're upstairs together, far enough away from the party, Tavros wrenches his hands together and asks,
Uncle John, what's the real reason we're up here?
Oh, I could see that you were getting uncomfortable. You don't like being around big crowds like that, do you? But you don't like to be alone, either. Well, not in this house, at least. I wouldn't want to be alone here, either. It's not a very nice place to live, is it?
I'm, not sure I understand your meaning, Uncle John.
Here, come with me.
John grabs Tavros by his chubby wrist and begins dragging him around the corner, from one featureless hallway into another.
This isn't the right way.
I know. Hey, Tavros, why don't we just go to your room for a minute?
Oh god, from the context viewpoint of the child, this looks really bad.
Yeah.
Tavros tugs on John's hand and leads him back a few steps. With his free hand, he pushes the door open, revealing a large, tidy bedroom. 4-poster bed, perfectly arranged bookshelf, not a single toy, out of place or on the floor. The room obviously belongs to a 5-year-old, judging by the colorful wallpaper and irreverent clown-themed bedsheets. But there's nothing in it to suggest individualized expression of a developing personality. Tavros sighs, his facial expression unchanging. He looks resigned to life in general, as well as whatever it is he's expecting from this particular situation. Wait, what is he expecting from this situation? Having been led away to a secluded part of the house by an adult? What has he been taught to expect?
Tavros, is everything okay? Yes, Uncle John. Why do you ask? You just seem, I don't know, sad? I feel okay. It is a happy day after all. It's Harry Anderson's birthday. There's good reason to be happy. Yeah, but what about you? Are you actually happy about it? About everything going on here? I suppose. My mother tends to get displeased when I'm unhappy, so...
John walks a little further into the room, inspecting the surroundings. He can hardly find a single fault. Not a wrinkle in the sheets, nor a... John looks down. He takes a step back to set his foot on the part of the floor he just stepped on. He lifts it again, with some tacky resistance tugging at the sole of his shoe. The floor is sticky here, like the floor of a movie theater. He bends down to touch it and give it a sniff. Just as he thought. Fago.
Tavros, does Gamzee ever come in your room? Possibly. He so often is found to be in so many places.
John glances under the bed, then sees it. A half-finished bottle of Fago.
Isn't that his Fago there? Oh, no. Please, Uncle John, don't tell my mother.
Oh my god.
He likes Fago! That's cute!
Oh, that was not going where I thought it was going.
Yeah,
Tell her
I honestly
what?
thought it was going in a different direction.
The Fago is mine. My uncle gives it to me sometimes. My mother strictly forbids it, of course.
John nervously ponders this response and everything about the boy's life. About the boy's life it could be implying. He takes a deep breath and becomes very serious.
No.
He places a hand on Tavros' shoulder.
I'm gonna have to say it, aren't I?
Directly in the eye.
Tavros, listen to me. Are you getting bad touched by your Uncle Gamzee?
Oh, I hate that was a real thing that I just had to read.
I mean, the concern is there, though.
The concern is very
Like,
real.
we were already
but
concerned.
Yeah.
Tavros seems taken aback by the question, then appears thoughtful.
Oh, no? But yes, I can gather how you might draw that conclusion. You can? Why? It just seems like a thing that would eventually happen to me, does it not?
Oh, baby!
Oh.
Help him! Kidnap him, John!
Kidnap
them!
him now!
Kidnap the child!
Get him away
Don't-
from this witch!
Stop making me feel sympathy for this poorly conceived character.
I mean, at the end of the day, even though we hate these, you gotta admit, some of these are still really well written.
I mean, well written doesn't make it good. Well written doesn't make it good. If it did, then we would have enjoyed our time here. I didn't have a
I'm
thing
enjoying
going.
my time because I'm with my friends. Does that
Yeah,
count?
I'm enjoying my time because I'm with friends, but these things fucking suck.
I'm enjoying
man.
hearing-
If I were a teenager reading these, I would have ate this shit up.
I mean, I'm still eating this shit up because I have a feeling that not only is Cankry back, but also Carcat is rebelling. So I'm liking some stuff here, but there's definitely some shit I don't like.
I'm just gonna spoil your milk there for a second. I do not.
Dare spoil my milk, don't you spoil my milk, don't you spoil my goddamn milk.
I don't think Can't Creek.
Don't you spoil my motherfucking milk.
I'm fairly
Don't
certain.
tell the name.
Don't you
No, no, no.
fucking spoil my
wait,
fucking
no,
Nana
wait,
nectar.
I was about to go there.
Okay. Okay, we're moving on. A look of sadness.
A look of sadness washes over John's face. A sadness deeper than either kind he could summon for the previous 2 funerals he's attended.
What would make you say that? Well, I think for the same reason that you led yourself to wonder, Uncle John. He is a very, very bad clown uncle. But I think I am not allowed to say or think such a thing. Why not? Because Uncle Gamzee has undertaken his redemption arc with a spirit of great sincerity, I've been told. So the truth is, no matter how I may feel about him, Mother tells me that he is not actually bad, and therefore anything he does cannot truly be considered bad either. Otherwise, we are not respecting his repentance, or the others he has saved.
Okay, it's so fucking obvious the metaphor they're trying to pull here, and it's just not good. It just doesn't fucking make any sense. It doesn't make any sense as satire, because it's just not written as good satire. You can see what they're going for, but it's just not good.
It really isn't.
I know the metaphor they're trying to go for.
No, I see what they're going for as well. It's not meant to be funny. This isn't meant to be funny.
I'm not
It's
trying to
just
make it
meant
funny. But, like,
no,
you know.
no, I didn't say you're. No. That's not what I'm saying at all. I know what you're talking about, like the way that things are going with like his repentance and stuff like that. Like the thing that they're setting up here, like
Gamzee is God.
No.
No? Oh, first I messed up. I read the blue wrong. I'm sorry, everyone.
Tavros.
Yes. Tavros sighs again. John makes no effort to disguise his look of grave disapproval and sorrow.
I don't want you to worry too much, though. His occasional sojourns in my room are not of any especially ill intent, I don't think. He has told me in confidence that his intention is to train me.
Train you?
Yes, in matters of combat, philosophy, life, love. I suppose to behave the way a mentor does, as he sees it.
Anger wells up in John anew. He gets to his feet in a flurry, a literal one. A gust of wind whisks through the room, clattering open the closet door and rustling a perfectly arranged stack of papers off the desk. They flutter around through the room, like dead leaves caught in an autumn storm. Soon, the room is howling with his sustained winds.
That's it. Tavros, start packing right now.
Thank you.
Packing? Yeah. One bag with some of your clothes, your favorite toys and books, that kind of thing. I don't understand. Tavros, I have to get you out of here. Now. What? I'm going to take you away so that you can live with me, Harry Anderson, and your Aunt Roxy. You wouldn't have to live here anymore. No more being alone all the time. No more weird troll maids or listening to your parents fight. Wait, weird troll maids? Oh no!
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh no!
Another thing, another reason. Take him away.
Okay. And no more Uncle fucking Gamzee. That does sound jolly good, Uncle John. Then what are you waiting for? Start packing. Well, I would, except that we can't go out without tripping the security. Mother has taken great precautions to make sure I never... Don't worry, kid. I came prepared.
Oh yeah, because John's been known to be an expert lockpicker, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does he just use the wind to like punch a hole through the side of the wall or something, you know?
He needs to get out stealthily.
Yeah, this is
She has fucking... She has fucking drones. Like Imperial attack drones.
In the defense of that, the also thing is that she has drones. Which is like, you know, friggin' no matter if they open the window or not, they're gonna get caught. Whatever. John produces his screwdriver and a length of wire from the inside pocket of his suit jacket.
We're leaving through that window one way or another.
Tavros takes in a sharp breath before spinning on his heel and stumbling toward his closet. John catches the ghost of a smile on his face before he turns, and that's all it takes to turn the pounding of his heart from terrified to thrilled. Yes, what he's about to do will probably send shockwaves to their already fragmented friend group, but Jane's the one who started. She brought this on herself. John starts opening the window, using all the tricks he's memorized from tutorials on the deep web to bypass the security bolt. He whistles to himself, thinking about how happy Tavros is going to be with him, Roxy, and Harry Anderson. Jane barely even seems to like the kid, but Jake does. Jake loves him, even though he was totally trapped into this unhealthy relationship because of the pregnancy. So it seems to John the only way to save Jake from this unspeakable person is to subtract the only thing he cares about. Roxy will be mad at first, but John is certain that she'll what? Acquiesce? Is that really what he wants? He considers with a sense of guilt how exhilarating it would be if she finally fought him on something. John starts laughing to himself when the window pops open suddenly. No alarm goes off. The deep web was right. Fresh summer air rushes in and fills John's lungs. His head swims with the giddy, high feeling of being on the verge of getting away with some.
Shit!
Wow, is this why people commit crimes? It feels so good. He can't wait to tell Terezi that he's done something so bold and illegal.
Illegal!
He starts laughing louder. Tavros is laughing too, quiet and cautious at first, but picking up the steam as he begins to taste the sort of freedom he never allowed himself to imagine. John turns, shocked to see Jade standing in the bedroom doorway. She looks like a shadow with her dark hair hiding her face. John can't tell what kind of expression she's making under there. She speaks softly.
John? What are you doing?
Nothing. Just, fixing this damn broken window is all.
Just stretching my calves on the windowsill.
Just stretching my calves on the windowsill.
I still need to exercise.
Imagine him taking the actual exercise pose. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
She twitches her dog ears and raises her face. Her mouth is a neutral line, but her eyes are burning furiously.
I heard everything.
The two of them stare at each other for a long time. John isn't sure how he's supposed to read this moment. He used to know Jade better than he knew anyone. But in recent years, she's passed him by, just like the rest of the world. Tavros is cowering in his closet, fiddling with the strap on his backpack.
So what are you gonna do? Tell Jane?
Jade flinches like she's been hit. She flicks her tail, breaks eye contact.
John, I wouldn't do that to you. You'd probably end up on Jake's stupid execution dance-off show.
Then are you gonna help me?
She shakes her head.
I can't do that either. You know that this is going to make everything worse, right?
Jade, I don't know where you've been these past few years, but I don't think things can get any worse. I mean, even today, Jane was up here hollering at Jake about how his dick doesn't work right, when she knew we were all waiting for them downstairs.
I know, but all you're going to do by kidnapping him is piss everyone off.
Excuse me, dearest aunt, but is it kidnapping if I badly would like to go? See?
Thank you.
I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think you've actually thought this through.
Yes, I have, because I've been planning it for years. I know that I've been pretty, flaky in the past, but this is really important. I know what I'm doing.
Jade sighs in frustration and pushes back her bangs.
John, Jane is one of the most powerful people on the entire planet. Do you really think that you can keep him away from her if she wants to get him back? I'm sorry, but you just don't know them like I do.
If you know them so well, Jade, then you know why I have to do this.
I'm on your side here. I know that Jane hasn't been the best parent, but stealing somebody's child? There has to be another way.
A gust of wind blasts through the window and blows back Jade's hair, leaving it all mussed over her shoulders. John points at her.
If there was another way, we would have found it by now. But there isn't one, because everyone's been all brainwashed by marriage or whatever the hell happened over the last few years that made things be this way. It's like everyone just talks past each other all the time.
John.
I'm the only one who ever seems to realize that something's wrong. I would really be chuffed if the two of you, even you, Jade, you're not listening to me right now, would stop quarreling and listen to me for a spell. That's why Carcat left, because you didn't listen to him, just like you don't listen to Dave.
What the fuck, John? This isn't about me and Dave.
Yes, it is. I mean, not directly, but cosmically, yeah, it is.
Cosmically?
You knew that Dave and Carcat were in love with each other, but you went ahead and totally messed with their relationship anyway.
What?
Jane, don't pretend you have no idea what happened.
I can't believe... John, that's such a low blow. You don't know the first thing about me and Dave's relationship.
I think I know more than you think I do. I know that you pressured them into that whole relationship. I know that they both hated it and only went along with it because they care about you and felt obligated. And Jade, I love you, but honestly, how does that make you any different than Jane?
I'm nothing like her.
Well, you're nothing like the Jade I used to know either.
The wind in the room picks up. It skates against the walls, dislodges books from the shelves, gets under the bedsheets, and balloons them off the mattress.
The Jade I used to know was caring and selfless. All you ever wanted was for your friends to be safe. You weren't this selfish.
Oh, is that what this is about, John? You don't like it now that I'm not some helpless princess in a tower anymore? You don't like it? You don't like that I'm doing things for myself now?
What the hell are you even talking about? Seriously, Jade, I don't even know who you are anymore.
Well, I can certainly say that the same for you right now.
Auntie Jade, Uncle John, you should really,
John and Jade stop.
Oh boy.
There's another shadow cast in the doorway, a much darker one.
Excuse me,
She says in a sugar-sweet voice.
but what the fuck is going on in here?
oh no.
Jane, we were just...
Hollering at each other so loudly that everyone in the Dawn house can hear you?
Oh, like you're one to talk.
John, I know that we have not been as close in recent years as we were in the past, but I would like to think that at the very least our familiar relationship would make it so that you felt you could talk to me face to face, if you think that my method of parenting is insufficient.
Are you sure? Do you really want to know what I think?
Oh no.
Please, John, illuminate me.
A lash of wind whips from window to door and down the hall in time to meet the rest of the partygoers, now including Jake Crocker himself. They've all come upstairs to investigate the noise. Tavros flinches when a book slams against the closet door, 2 inches from his face.
What's going on?
Oh shit.
I don't know, Jade. I feel like if I really speak my mind here, it might be dangerous. How do you know I won't have... How do I know you won't have the secret police come and arrest me in the night?
Excuse me?
That's where this is all going, right? Your whole thing with the trolls?
If you have something to say, then say it plainly, John.
Fine. I don't think that you had bad intentions to start out with, Jane. In fact, I think you probably honestly thought that you were doing what was best for the world. You've always been a perfectionist, right? But over the last few years, you've morphed into a complete control freak. It all started with your relationship with Jake. You forced him into a relationship when Dirk's corpse wasn't even cold. I would like to point out...
I'm sorry, but you're calling me a control freak? Dirk was the control freak. After he died, I distinctly remember loosening up. In fact, I let go. I was actually relieved to hear he died.
Janie, what?
Okay, that was a misleading statement. What I really meant to say was...
Jane, you're missing the point.
that Jane and I were involved in a romantic diligence at the time of his death. Dirk is dead. This isn't about him anymore. You're the one cheering the government along as it marches towards genocide.
John, I hardly think you're qualified to opine on the nuance of the current political situation. Thank you very much.
Ha! Is that how you talk to your husband, too?
He's actually, at the moment, my kismesis, and if Jake didn't want any of this, he shouldn't have knocked me up.
Hello, chaps. I am right here. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, like that was such an accident. Can you honestly say that he wanted any of this?
The wind rises with the pitch of John's yelling, turning Tavros' bedroom into a miniature tempest. The gale upends the bookshelves, snaps open the toy box, and sends all the debris spinning in every direction, smashing against the walls and bedposts. John doesn't even seem to notice, encased in his own cyclonic armor.
Oh my god, I am so sick of all this domestic relationship shit every fucking day. Can we talk about something else for once?
Yeah, Dave, I'm sick of it too. That's my point.
Okay, then John, can you just stop all this windy shit at least?
No, I can't. I can't stop because I'm not the problem.
Are you saying that I'm the problem? That's extremely reductive.
Okay, yeah, there are a lot of problems. But I've got to say, Jane, you kind of are the problem. A lot of this awful garbage revolves around you. You're the one always selling everybody on Gamzee's redemption arc, which is total bullshit. Putting him on billboards, organizing redemption rallies, and...
John, the people need something to believe in, and if we are to live in an organized society, you simply wouldn't understand.
And letting him sleep in your and Jake's bed, and feeding him that weird milk all the time. Ugh!
Hey, my relationship with my loyal auspicious is none of your business, let alone who it is that I decide to share a bed with.
Isn't it? You sure go out of your way to shove it in everyone's faces.
John, that is just uncalled for.
It's bullshit, Jane. It's all bullshit. Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't have to. Sorry.
Okay. The wind surges again. The window bangs open so hard it smashes against the pane, sending shards of glass whipping through the storm. Everyone cowers from the rain of sharp projectiles. John catches what he's doing when he sees now terrified the kid's look. He shuts his eyes and digs his fingernails into his palm, doing everything in his power to calm himself down. When he opens his eyes again, the room is completely destroyed. Tavros is all the way in the closet, clinging white-knuckled to the edge of the door. Everyone else is clustered around the doorway. Jade stares at John with a dark expression. After a beat of silence, Harry Anderson starts crying. Roxy won't meet his eyes. Dave won't either. John turns to Tavros, opens his mouth to apologize, but the kid just ducks deeper into the closet, trembling.
I'm sorry.
No one wants to hear it, John.
John staggers back a few steps towards the broken window. His vision is blurring beneath a pool of angry tears that he can't hold back anymore. He wipes his face with both hands, all sloppy and clumsy, the way he used to cry when he was a kid. He doesn't open his eyes again until he's jumped through the open window. The sky outside is dark, flies higher and higher, high enough until the air starts to begin to get thin and chilly. Up here, the human kingdom looks so small. You can see the sun setting over the curvature of the earth, a brilliant arc of orange and red. It's like looking down at a little toy city, a ship in a bottle. That's what the world feels like now, a tiny, fake model planet, living inside a bubble. Look too hard and the illusion cracks around the edges, like the black hole in John's anime dreams. There's a trembling in his hands that he hasn't felt in years. He looks up to the glimmering stratosphere and imagines piercing through it. Would that pop the bubble, he wonders? Or would he go hurtling through space forever? He's contemplating that, just flying up as far as he can, until he flies into the sun or stops existing or whatever, until he realizes that his phone is buzzing in his pocket. He takes it out, almost drops it because of how cold his hands are. His breath is frosting in the air and he looks at the screen. The color of the text sends a jolt through his blood. With shaking fingers, he answers the text.
John, are you there? I really need to talk to someone right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of shitty things are happening, but I actually really enjoyed it because he just fucking tore up Jane.
Yeah.
He ripped the room into pieces.
Thank God, this one's really short.
Nice, Alex is here.
Oh, they're both back.
Wow! I remembered Sox not being in this that much. I guess he is. Oh well. Too bad for him. He can suffer as the one who lived halfway. Oh well.
What page did you say that you were at in Meat?
25. 25.
Okay.
So we're about to be
So yeah, that's why I was asking.
I just want to say this was one that was, I remember this chapter specifically, and to me it is one of my favorites.
You remember this chapter specifically, yet you didn't remember Solix being in it.
No, not this chapter. The last chapter. Chapter 23.
23.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I don't remember the chapter names. I don't remember what happens in each chapter, but I remember the moments in the chapters. And I remember this moment being very cool. I did like it because it was just a meltdown. Like
So I gave that a 1 out of 2.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, it's so fucking hot in this room.
Hot damn.
Call the police or a fireman.
Too hot.
Hot damn. Okay. Alright, let's go. 24!
All right.
Oh Jesus, this is the fourth one, not even the fifth.
Yeah.
Let me know when y'all are ready.
And I really hope we can get through 25, so that way we can
do it.
Okay.
Sure, it's like 1 o'clock though. I got stuff to do tomorrow. Alright, fine. Okay.
Octa?
Oh, okay, we're good? Okay.
The timelines are interacting again.
Ooh, did you hear anything interesting?
Don't be so nosy, Aurelia. Noisy.
That actually sounded really Solix.
That was really Solixy. That was good.
I just take my voice and pitch it down and sort of try and go for the Hank Hill vibe. You know?
Hey, Aradia. Hey, Aradia. It's me, Dale.
Dang it, Bobby.
Aradia, it's me, Dale.
God dang it, Aradia.
No, it's not Hank, it's Dale.
Yeah.
Well, I like the image better.
The government is spiders, Aradia.
No, Dale was higher. Dale was higher. I guess it's Pivots pitched down.
The government is spiders. The government is spiders, Hank. The government is spiders.
Pocket sands. Okay. Aradia throws her legs over the edge of the ancient meteor facility and kicks them out into open space. Far below her feet, the meteor is wildly overgrown. It landed here millions of years ago after its fateful 3-year journey when it hosted several trolls and humans, as they had a variety of critical coming-of-age experiences. It will stay here for millions more years, where it will remain indefinitely on a barren, desolate Earth sea, waiting to host a single cherub child, chained to its bedroom. But for now, it hosts these 3. Dead Jade, whose body also happens to be hosting a cherub at the moment, is doing the same thing she does every day, sitting with her legs crossed and her eyes closed, using her still teenage body to scry into the abyss. The light from the outer rim of the stratosphere casts her face in a powdery blue light. It's certainly a more becoming avatar for Calliope, most will find. The Calliope who Roxy calls a friend in her moments of greatest self-reproach would die for a body like this. The version of Calliope who's been dead for eons, however, waiting for exactly this moment in history to reinstate her corporeal presence, couldn't care less about her host's appearance. It is simply serving as a functional vessel for the crucial role she must now play.
What would you classify as interesting?
Oh, the usual. Death, romance, astounding feats of destruction and chaos. Tell us what's happening in the dream bubbles, oh great muse.
Please don't.
Very well. Let's see.
Oh boy.
I think I'm dying.
Oh no, what happened?
Nothing. That's the problem. I've been out here for so long, I can't even remember how much time has passed. I'm out of supplies, and I have no idea where I am. And I'm starting to think some really crazy things. Like, maybe...
None of it's real?
Yes. How did you know?
I've been thinking the same thing too recently. Lots of crazy things. And keeping them to myself is making me feel crazy. So the thoughts just get crazier.
Yeah, I can't remember the sound of anyone's voice but my own.
Well, your voice is pretty unforgettable.
Are you negging me, Egbert? I was very nervous about saying that.
Maybe?
Pretty half-assed. But I'm flattered you think my voice is adorable.
No, I was obviously implying that your voice was annoying. Come on.
I got that, but since it was the lame neg, you were actually suggesting the opposite. Which means you think it's cute, right?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but the defense would like to plead the right to, stop talking about this.
First of all, as I've already explained on numerous occasions, defense isn't a thing in my culture. Exactly which candy-ass legal tradition are you trying to reference here?
I don't know. I just said a thing that sounded kind of lawyery. You know, it's like a joke. Do you remember jokes still, Terezi, or did you forget those too?
I'm just curious about the pathetically soft legal traditions of your old planet. One can at least hope your new planet has figured out a judicial system that has more teeth.
Yeah, I think Art C has been getting there lately.
You have no idea how much this warms my pump biscuit to hear.
Well, I'm glad at least you're getting a kick out of it.
Please, John, I do not have much anymore. Just let me have this.
Okay. For someone who's suffering so much, you sure seem like you're still full of piss and vinegar out there. Are you sure you're dying?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Aradia leans over and sticks her nose in dead Jade's face. She watches how her eyebrows wrinkle at the center, just a little bit.
So, what do you see?
Nothing I would describe as interesting. Please stop distracting me.
I agree.
Okay, if that's what you really want.
It is.
Aradia, could you stop
Fucking.
bothering her? What are you even doing here, serving as like the attendants for this super ancient and wise goddess, or whatever the
Fuck.
she is? If you're gonna do is get in her face and hassle her all about whatever cool
Shit.
is going on in her visions.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just really curious.
No sign of her yet?
No.
Terezi, seriously, it's been years here. When are you going to give up and accept that she's probably...
Probably what?
you know, dead? Terezi, Vriska's dead, and none of us are going to see or hear from her ever again. Not even you. And you know what I think? I think that even if you did find Vriska, it wouldn't matter. Because I don't think she even deserves your friendship anymore.
Oh?
If she cared about you as much as you care about her, she wouldn't have fucked off like this forever, driving you crazy with doubt and uncertainty, making you chase her through infinite nothingness until you almost starved to death. She would have at least given you the courtesy of closure.
That's not what Vriska is like, John.
I guess not. So why are you still trying so hard?
Aradia stretches her arms over her head and yawns. She launches from her perch at the edge of a meteor facility with a little somersault, coasting through the air so that she's level with Solix's face. She gives him one of his horns a light tap to affirm her proximity.
She talks in 5-word sentences, so even I'm still in the dark about what is what it is she's really trying to accomplish. From what I've pieced together, she needs to stay in these trances or we're all doomed.
Radia, being doomed is all I used to ever talk about. Even I've chilled out on all that.
Shit.
Now.
So you don't believe her?
Shrug. All I'm doing here is keeping you company, like usual.
The work is important.
See?
Okay, at least she could do is tell us why we're all doomed.
Doomed is not a word I could use to describe the condition of those on this world. Even if my work is unsuccessful, the stakes for everyone here have nothing to do with the issue of mortality. To frame the matter that would be misleading, or to frame the matter that way would be misleading. To the extent that it is my naturally endowed duty to defend the innocent from wanton acts of destruction, from degradation and dissolution. It is also my duty to tell the truth to those I protect. And the simplest statement of the truth for all of you to know is this: we are the lucky ones.
Calliope lets out a long, thin sigh from between the teeth of Jade's corpse. It's more for effect than anything, as corpses don't actually need to breathe.
We are the ones fortunate enough to live in a reality that is beyond the influence of the prince.
Ooh!
Oh boy.
Dirky dirt!
Okay. Who the
Fuck!
is the prince?
You
I've
called.
never told anyone this before. Well, not anyone who cared enough to listen, at least. But for a long time, I felt like there's something wrong with me. Like I'm missing something important. The thing that everyone else has that allows them to be satisfied with the way things are. Like there's a huge void inside my heart, and I'll never have what I need to be happy. Not by myself, at least. Does that sound stupid?
No, I feel like that too. I felt that way for years. Like, maybe I died? Or maybe everyone who died in the medium, or maybe everyone died back in the medium and I'm the only one who realizes it. Like, I'm that kid in the movie where Bruce Willis is dead and as a surprise at the end. Except Ghost John crawled back inside my skin and he's wearing it like a Halloween costume! Oh my god, that is a deep cut. It's not intentional at all, but that could be interpreted as a deep cut reference to something I said in a shitty Discord call 4 years ago. When I said as Gino Fratelli, when I die, I want my corpse to be used as a Halloween costume. Anyway.
I didn't get the reference. I thought you were doing the voice.
No, there was no reference. I just think it's really funny that is a strange mirror to something that I just remembered that I said 4 years ago in a Discord call. A Halloween costume. And
Well,
that's why there's...
Now it's a reference to this.
How sad. How unfortunate.
Why'd you do that?
Yay!
Anyway. Alright. And that's why there's a huge hole inside me. Maybe that's why it feels like you're the only person who understands me anymore. Because we both got big, howling ghost holes inside of us. And talking to each other makes it feel less lonely. That's what we did, Terezi. We filled each other's holes. What?
Reread what you just wrote, dump ass.
Ugh, Terezi, get your mind out of the gutter. I thought we were having a serious moment here.
John, I am serious. I think this is the end for me. I'm dizzy and I'm sick and I can't smell straight. I feel like I could just lay down in this endless sea of nothing and just go to sleep. At this point, it would almost be a relief if I didn't wake up.
You don't have to do that, Terezi. You could just come home. Please come home.
Then what?
I don't know. We can hang out and stuff.
John, you still don't get it. Earthsea is not my home.
Do you really miss Alternia that bad?
I did for a long time. More than Karkat and Kanaya did, at least. But I have no idea anymore. Alternia Vriska Scrub. I'm so confused about what I want. I thought that not killing her would make me feel better. But instead it's like I retconned a huge chunk out of my soul. I erased an action of regret and grief, and just turned it into something I can't stop chasing after. Maybe what I did was necessary to save everyone else, but I sure didn't save me.
So maybe that means the only thing left to do is to let her go?
I can't, John! Not even while I'm on death's door, apparently.
Terezi.
I think it's time for me to go. Goodbye, John.
No, don't go. Please, please don't do this. If you just go off and die and I never hear from you again, I don't think I can handle that.
John, stop this. You're embarrassing both of us.
Terezi, if you had no intent of ever coming home, why did you even bother calling me? Are you really telling me that you didn't want me to talk you out of it?
I really didn't.
Then what did you want?
Let's say, I just wanted to give you the courtesy of closure.
Women, wine, and son. Like a man, I always bring my little wife along. Sorry, that's the song that started playing.
Dead Jade's eyes slowly flutter open. She gets to her feet and brushes down her skirt.
Sorry. Are you done working for the day?
The work is never finished. Not until I am able to deal with the prince myself. Oof.
And when will that be?
The meteor is passing beyond the fall of night. Dead Jade, standing half in light, half in darkness, looks up at the sky.
Not soon enough.
That
25.
Oh! I have a question now.
What?
Is this something that nobody ever brings up after, like part 1 of Homestuck ends, which is all the way up to Act 5? But Trollian exists, right? And Trollian has, like, time texting features and all that.
It do.
It do.
But the thing is that Terezi's on a fucking phone.
Yeah, and the phone is a computer.
I'm giving that a 1.5 out of 2. Actually,
Are you
that's
talking about his comment?
1.3 out of 2. And then I'll rate the chapter 1.4 out of 2. I'm kidding. But yeah, I think that Terezi's on a fucking phone, so I don't think that she has the actual full Trollian. Because they only.
It's not on the phone.
Yeah, but the thing is that they never used the time stuff when they were on their phones. It was specifically over the
When
over
they were
the
sitting in that
computers.
one room.
When they were in that one room.
Yeah, it was just on that meteor that was available. It wasn't like it was available like across Trollian platforms, because then you'd see like Solix Future messaging Karkat in the past on Alternia and being like "fuck you."
And they would keep doing that.
Yeah.
Even after they were in Earthsea and all that, they'd still be messages saying what's going on.
Yeah, I think it's because, like, because that's the medium, it's, like, outside the realm of time at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, well, I guess maybe not. Well, I guess maybe so. Terezi is still in the medium.
Technically, you're right. She is in the medium still.
But those computers might just be like on that meteor. Like it just might be that meteor. Because it's not something they had. They found those computers there.
I expect those computers because they have to work with ectobiology and all that, and this is me getting to some speculation.
Wait a minute. Oh, I just thought
It's almost as if the game planned it.
Hang on, I just thought of something.
Sure.
Considering how the time shit's working for Terezi, it's probably hasn't actually been that long that she's been out there. Because when you translate the time going back and forth to the best of your ability, at the most she's been there a couple months. How has she already run out of food?
It depends on how much food she had and whether it was in cans and stuff.
She didn't bring enough snacks.
She got the munchies, Jesus.
Just go back.
Hey, she maybe got depressed and just had like,
Just go back. Go, I mean, all those snacks will probably be like really old now or whatever, but like, I mean, freaking anything. I mean, you can alchematize anything.
This is why you make a map.
Yeah, if only they would actually have kept some of the alchemy shit like in their actual like arsenal of items they could use, and then they could alchemize things on the go.
Everybody shut up. Wish Jen a happy birthday even though she's not here. Happy birthday, Jen!
Happy birthday to you.
Aw.
Happy birthday.
I'm
Happy
not betting that
birthday.
hoe.
I said that in my Gamsa voice just for you.
Happy motherfucking birthday, I guess.
Okay. That was cool. Sorry, I just... it's the first I've heard from her all day, and she's like, hey, it's my birthday! Oh, wait a minute. It's not her birthday on the coast that I'm living on yet. So, whatever. Fuck time!
I mean, that fits into the conversation we were just having. Yes, I agree.
Okay,
So,
sorry.
you know. Yeah, portable alchematization seems like a smart idea. Portable hamburger maker. You know,
Yeah.
all these things you should
Wait,
do.
technically, they wouldn't, like, if they had got here, if Terezi had got here, she wouldn't have been able to die from starvation.
Yeah,
She'd just be really hungry all the time. Because it
Yeah.
wouldn't be a just death, and it wouldn't be a heroic death. Unless
Maybe it would
technically
be
dying of...
just.
Yeah, maybe if you died of starvation, it would technically count as a heroic death.
I mean, we know that.
I don't know. Dying of
just-
starvation in the middle of fucking space is not very
No, it
heroic.
depends on what she's going out for. Like, she's going out to find Vriska, right? And, like, she's being heroic about it, like, trying to talk to her again and stuff, right?
And Andrew Hussey at the end, when Game Over released, everyone was flipping out because people were dying left and right. He made a post on MSPAadventures.com, and it was a post explaining how heroic and just deaths work, but that post is lost to time, I think. You'll probably find it, but it's lost to me. And that post would probably
lost to me.
explain what's going on with the death and stuff. Like, freaking Dirt jumps off a building and commits suicide, and that's just. Like, I think if Terezi died from hunger, probably not just or heroic, but if she was
The reason it would be heroic is because she thinks she's doing something heroic, maybe. Like, she would have to believe she's doing something heroic. And as for Dirk, a just death would be, like, something... It relates... Like, it's synonymous with saying they deserved it. And when they were describing how he died, they said that he sincerely believed that he did not have a purpose on this timeline. That he needed to die because there was no point in living. And because he thought so low of himself, that it resulted in a death that he deserved. That's what it would translate to anyway. Because they were certainly laying it on thick with the fact that, like...
Thank you.
Like, the reason that it was just was because of the fact that he thought so, like, little of himself in this version of the timeline.
Hey,
Like,
check
that
the
there was
Twitch
literally
chat.
no point to existing. Wait, hold on.
I want to say thank you to Wheels, because he is great.
Yeah, Wheels
What did
does
he
some
find, the
Gucci
thing?
stuff.
Does a good job. Thank you, Wheels, for keeping a good archive of everything that happens in Homestuck, as well as anyone who does keep a good archive of stuff that has been written. Like,
Good archives that aren't certain archives.
What?
Nothing. So we're on 25.
I want to read through this.
Okay. Carcat, let's go.
Yeah, here we go, motherfucker. Swiffer, can you...
Give me a moment. I was not ready.
It's fine.
Okay.
Get it together, dude!
I can't. I'm not strong enough. Okay. Cockcat winces as the ground above him shakes and a scattering of dirt and debris rains down from the roof of the cave. Its fledgling rebellion has found cover in the spiderweb network of tunnels running to and from the Toral capital, originally built to accommodate the transit of incestuous slurry from the boonies to the Mother Grove. Though technically regarded as a critical infrastructure project, the caves have never been used or appropriately surveyed by the world government. Back when all were on better terms, Jane was gracious enough to believe the maps Kanai handed over were anything approaching accurate. With the tunnel entrances of the brood pit sealed, the rebellion was safe for now. But the presidential drones were testing the grounds relentlessly, closer and closer every day now. It's not the dirt that's bothering him. Dirt is something you get used to living hand to mouth inside a cave. It's that persistent
Fucking
leak directly above his desk that is driving him to distraction.
Swiffer!
Swiffer Egg Mop pokes her head into the chamber.
Aye, Commander. What's up? Aye, Commander. What's up?
Karkat pinches the bridge of his nose.
For the last time, don't call me that.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kick your goddamn ass! Don't you take both the things that I was doing?
you can take Swiffer, but I got to do the big boss Karkat just because I can.
No!
Yes.
I'll finally get him back after he's been fucking gone? No! For the last time, don't call me that.
Why not, Commander? You're the commander, ain't you? You're the commander, ain't you?
No, I am not the commander. Did I ever ask to be in charge?
Did I ever accept an official appointment?
Do not. Did I ever accept an official appointment from some ostentatious military board? Have I ever successfully led a campaign against the increasingly oppressive regime that we suffer under on a daily basis? The answer to all of these questions is a categorically and catastrophically fuck no.
Well, gee, Commander, I think it's more of a symbolic title, representing how much faith everyone has in you.
What fucking faith? As just discussed, I haven't done a damn thing to earn anyone's faith. So far, all this troll rebellion has amounted to is a whole lot of dick all, with an additional side serving of Jack Squat, followed up by a final course of getting to watch our top analyst, Clipper Borden, being forced to dance to avoid life imprisonment in a labor camp on live television and making a complete ass of himself.
I don't know if this changes how you would voice Karkat, but he's 40 years old now, and because he's not god tier, he ages normally.
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm pretty certain he'll probably die soon, right?
Shut the fuck up, guys! What the fuck are you doing to him? Oh my god!
That's not a spoiler. That's not like a spoiler or anything. It's not like a spoiler.
It's just like a fact about troll biology, I think.
Shut the fuck up, though. Like,
ain't he gonna die soon? Like, how long do trolls live to be? I don't know.
it depends
Wait,
on
ain't
the
he
blood.
dropped
He's a
dead
mutant,
yet?
so for all you know, he could live forever.
I mean,
I wish we
think he
knew
lives
about troll
forever.
biology so we could pull up something to tell you no, he's gonna die.
No. He's a mutant, so we actually don't know because the way that things go, like a lower on the hemo spectrum is normally the ones that have the lowest lifetime, but like he's a mutant, so I don't know if that counts.
Well,
terms of,
maybe
like, the scale.
Maybe we would know if they made Hive Swap. That's what I think.
Okay,
Maybe.
my theory is still that the epilogues are a spite piece written because Hussey was mad that the odd gentleman stole his money.
I don't believe that. But
No,
you can
it's
believe
not
whatever you want. It's not canon either way.
Thank you.
You're right. You're right. You're right. It's just a bad fanfic that happens to be hosted on Homestuck.com.
And it's not canon. Sing it with me. Not canon.
Not
It's
canon.
fucking
Just because it's hosted on Homestuck.com doesn't mean that it's canon.
not canon.
Okay.
It's not canon.
Okay, let's finish this. Let's finish this.
Okay. Carcat gestures towards the display screen showing a commercial for the next episode of Doing the Charleston with notable social figureheads. Stars versus enemies of the state with your host, Jake English. Swiffer's tech-turned broodmate, Clipper, is indeed making an absolute fool of himself in the recap from the previous week's show, failing to keep up in time with the jaunty beat and struggling to knock his knees together with the required vigor.
Oh god.
The fact that he is shackled at the wrist does not seem to be helping.
Poor Clipper. He could record a stat like nobody's business, but no one ever taught the boy how to dance. If only he knew. This all could have been avoided.
No, he shouldn't have to dance if he doesn't want to. That's what this is all about, Swiffer.
Oh.
What's the point if I can't even save one of my lieutenants from mortifying public embarrassment followed by a lifetime of hard labor in the cake mills? If I can't protect members of this so-called resistance from the fickle and cruel vagaries of Jane's insane pastry-based shadow dictatorship, how are we supposed to protect the common people?
Shadow dictatorship does sound like a Hideo Kojima thing. Alright. Swiffer frowns and tugs the kerchief around her neck.
Golly, look, Commander. There's a big question that I think you gotta take up with someone more in the know than myself. I just swift the floors.
Oh yeah, right. Speaking of which, the leak in the ceiling?
Carcat throws both hands in the air, melodramatically. A drop of stale water plops off one of his nubby little horns.
You know, right above the place where we keep all of our fragile logistics equipment. Didn't I tell you to fix that a fucking week ago?
Well, sir, you told me to take care of it, and I sure as heck took care of it. Sure of heck took care of it.
Then why is it still leaking?
Oh, by fix, you meant you wanted me to plug the crack.
What the hell did you think I meant?
I thought you meant for me to mop up the water that had gathered, and then use that water to swift the bejeebus out of the floors, which is, by all accounts, what I did.
Carcat gapes at her, open-mouthed. She grins back, unaware of any mistake on her part. The only thing he can do is bury his face in his palms.
You know what? I'm gonna go get some fresh air. By the time I get back, I expect the hole in the ceiling to be swift the fuck closed. Or at the very least, put a fucking bucket under the leak or something.
Sir, oh my gosh, a bucket! Should we be seen consorting with a bucket? Together?
Oh my god, grow the fuck up, Egg Mop!
Together! He stalks past his blushing assistant with a belabored sigh. Carcat has lived with humans for so long that he's grown used to seeing buckets regularly defiled. Now that he thinks about it, he realizes Jade has used more buckets to grow snap peas in her living room than any troll has used for the purposes of reproduction in the entire history of Earthsea. The bucket taboo is largely emblematic at this point, an empty signifier for an endangered culture. As he stomps through the winding tunnels, thinking very hard about this incredibly tragic thing, his speaker crab crackles to life.
Well, that was a lot.
You're kind of still doing the Swiffer voice there.
Oh, wait, that was fuck, that's Kanaya.
Yeah, that is.
Well, that was a lot.
Oh shit, I didn't realize you were still on the line.
We hadn't finished our conversation about the clandestine transportation of the mother grub, which I hope you realize is still an operation of grave importance, at least on par with the terrible threat of the leak in your office.
Sorry, I kind of have a lot going on right now.
I can see that. Please do not be so hard on Swiffer. She really does try her best.
Yeah, I know. To be honest, that wasn't about Swiffer at all, or even about the leak.
Yes, Carcat, that was obvious. Rose and I have been following the dance-off tribunals very closely this month. Your lieutenant does not have a chance. But do not let it weigh heavily on you. Everyone who joins the rebellion knows that being exiled to the cake mills is a very real possibility if they are caught. That includes you, Carcat. If you bear the responsibility for lives of every member of the rebellion, you'll crack under the stress. And as much as you are loath to admit it, you are the face of this movement.
Yeah, I hate it, but you're right. Fuck you, you're always right.
As my wife likes to tell me often.
Fuck her, she's always right too. How the hell do you two tolerate each other?
Quite thoroughly, enthusiastically, and often.
Wow! Okay. That's enough of you for today.
Oh, I am sorry. I did not mean to rub my interspecies happiness in your face. I understand that it's a sore subject.
The only thing that's sore is my eavesdropped funnels from listening to your endless mothering.
Carcat, I am sure that if you were to just...
Don't!
Call Dave and ask him to join you...
Wow, is that another cave-in I hear happening suddenly all around me?
He would be at your side instantly.
Kanaya, we're being overrun by Imperial drones. It's horrible. There's death and fire everywhere. And also, I can't hear a fucking word you're saying, so if you were to ever attempt to reference this conversation in the future, I would have no idea what you were talking about. So it would probably be best for everyone involved if you drop this subject and never mention it again.
Okay, Carcat, have a good walk. I'll talk to you about the mother grub tomorrow. Goodbye and take care.
Oh, yeah. You take care too. Talk to you tomorrow.
Carcat makes extra triple sure that he's actually hung up on Kanaya for real this time by fiddling with the tiny claw on his speaker crab until it's in the off position. The action of tuning his outdated wristwatch is interrupted by another earthquake rumbling around him. This one sounds different, however. He knows the sound of a drone strike like the back of his hand by now. It's a low, creeping bellow that pulses through the ground in waves. This sounds more like an impact that left a crater. The last time something struck the planet that hard, it was Jade's creepy undead corpse. Carcat runs for the nearest exit and cautiously pokes his head out into the clearing above. There's a figure in the smoke. Her stumbling silhouette includes an unmistakable pair of horns. She takes 2 steps out of her crater before falling flat on her face again. Carcat runs to help her, putting her arm around his shoulders and dragging her out of the dust cloud from the impact.
Mina? What the fuck are you doing here?
Mina blinks up at him with a pair of eyes that seem different to him somehow, but he can't put his finger on it. He has to admit, it's been a long time since he saw her. She seems singed, woozy, but
Singed.
mostly undamaged. Yeah, you're right, frick. Singed. Woundsy, but mostly undamaged.
You
Oh,
almost swore.
Whoa, Shoddy McNubbs, that you?
That's still not my name, but yeah.
Nice.
Whatever happened to fighting Lord English? Did that work out, or what?
Nah, it was a total wash.
Oh.
Carcat continues inspecting her without much concern for coming across as weird. He knows something's off about her, he just can't figure out what. Then a reflective gleam catches the eye, a gold ring on her finger. He glances back up to look in her eyes. They aren't blank, like all the other fallen ghosts' eyes are.
Wait a minute. Are you alive?
Yeah, bitch, I'm back.
Where the fuck did you get that ring? Wait, you didn't... Mina, did you rob Calliope?
Who?
The girl with the hideous green skull for a head. That was her ring. It was under the impression she... I was under the impression she needed that to live.
Oh my god. Oh, nah, man. It's not hers. I got it from some other total sucker.
Who?
Don't matter. Complete bonehead chump. You ain't be hearing from again.
Mina, are you fucking lying to me?
Nubs, I wouldn't do that to you. Not after all this time. Your girl's fine. This shit's my own damn ring. Capiche? Or capiches? Fuck, I don't fucking care.
I hate that. Oh my god, sorry.
Capices?
Pisces?
Ugh.
Pisces.
God, no.
Oh, you're gonna hate one I'm seeing later in here. Oh boy.
Dude, stop spoiling!
Come on, we're almost done.
Karkat side-dives the revived heiress, flinching only slightly at that last pun, before offering a reluctant nod.
What are you up to?
Well, that's like a whole fucking explanation.
Splain a wave, nubby.
I'm sort of in the middle of staging a wide-scale grassroots rebellion against an increasingly authoritarian global hegemony that is oppressing our people.
Mina leans in, assessing Karkat with a rapacious, shark-toothed grin. It seems that whatever she's seeing in his older, battle-hardened version of Karkat impresses her. She starts... well-worn. She starts laughing, big and bright. She slaps him so hard on the shoulder that he nearly falls down.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I could use a new second in command.
Actually, you'd be my second in command. No offense or anything, but my face is already on all the posters. Also, I don't exactly have the most confidence in your command abilities, considering the last time I saw you, you were talking big about how you were going to take down Lord English, and now you're eating dirt on our shitty new planet looking pretty fucking defeated. But, to be honest, I need all the help I can get.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'll be your fucking second guy.
You will?
Flip yes.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, just point me at where the action's at. I don't give a fuck. What are the orders, boss?
Okay, this is like, I'm not even sure how to say this. I'm actually really flattered and kind of sincerely honored that you of all people want to follow me. It's like completely not at all what I...
You're ruining it, dude.
Oh, fuck, sorry, I mean... Hey, fish asshole!
Who, me?
Yes, fucking you, the fallen fascist dipshit with the stolen ring. Get the fuck in line before I put you in line.
Oh wow. Yes. Yes, sir.
Karkat reaches out and takes her hand. She has a very firm handshake, so firm that Karkat winces an eye shut when she squeezes in hopes that she doesn't notice how much his smile has turned into a grimace. Above them, the sky tears open again, and again, a new wave of ghosts pours in from Mina's doomed assault.
Well, here comes the caviar, Lee.
The what?
The
I'm also fucking ordering you to stop making garbage fish puns forever.
Damn.
So let's get a 2 out of 2 for Mina. Honestly, 2 out of 2 for Mina. That was fucking great. I liked that. I mean, obviously, shitty things are happening, but at least they're making the fucking... They're making some good out of a very shitty premise.
Yeah. Also, when I found this, or like it's a Homestuck 2 thing, but still.
I don't know what Homestuck 2 is, I'm sorry.
Is this canon?
I'm pretty sure... Wait, that's a fucking Arby's thing! Arby's did that!
Really?
Dude, that's my new favorite character.
So anyway, that's the stream. Honestly, I just want to fucking go play Mega Man.
Vor never changes.
Vor never changes.
That's not what I said.
Wait, isn't Metal Gear actually about how war continues to change all the time? Or how it changes, how in spite of all of its changes, it still is the same at its roots? Some shit, I don't fucking know. All I remember is the fucking Wacky Games Jokes for Kids episode, where they fucking make fun of how, yes, exactly. Yeah. War never changes as Fallout, and Wars changes MGS4, and that was the joke in the thing that I'm thinking of.
Yes.
By the way, Wacky Game Jokes for Kids was a funny series. I really like that. I miss that. I don't remember who made it, but it was good. Wait, shit. That was hot diggity asshole, wasn't it? Alright, never mind.
Huh?
Anyway, that's the stream.
I was trying to make a reference to Metal Gear Solid, but I made a reference to Fallout, so that was my mistake.
Oh no, that's fine.
Whatever, it's fine.
There's the Twitter post.
You think I'm ever gonna play a Hideo Kojima game? They don't have one on PC. That's fun. Yeah.
No, they have Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5 is the fucking best.
I said fun.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
really? Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid 5 is like the only game in this series that I have fun with.
I'm waiting for Death Stranding.
Honestly, Death Stranding isn't even that fun, but it is like a good time. You know? It's not like a fun game, but it's a fun experience.
Listen,
no, yeah, that's what I heard. Like the story is good, but the actual gameplay is not that great.
Listen, I have been having a lot of fun watching the writer of the Sonic comics play the game on his streaming channel. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not. I don't like these games. Look at them though.
Okay.
That's how I feel about them.
Yeah. I mean, I actually really do enjoy the gameplay. I just find it a little tedious. It's a little tedious, but I do really like it. Anyway, I'm gonna close the stream and I'm gonna fuck off.
Actually, before you close the stream, I just want to say I'm just joking when I'm freaking like pulling barbed wires on Metal Gear Solid 5. I did have a little bit of fun while playing it. The little demo thing that they had. It was good.
Yeah, I like the gameplay of 5 a lot.
It's just not really for me.
Yeah. Fulton Extractions have always been really fun for me. Anyway, I'm stopping the stream now. We're gonna fuck off, and I'm gonna play some Mega Man.
Super fighting robot.
Bye bye.